all smoked and then fried, plus giant baked potatoes. It's huge and loaded with cheese, bacon, and butter. And on Thursday at 4, it's the Smoke Show. Wood-fired barbecue done right. Premium barbecue, bigger flavor, slow smoked, wood-fired, and full of flavor. Thursdays at 4 p.m. at the Lithia Creek Tavern at the Lincoln Country Club, 2052 Country Club Road in Lincolnton.
Hey, can I help you?
Wow, this tractor looks tough.
Oh, yeah. This is the Coyote RX 6010. It has a 59 horsepower Daedong turbo engine, 4-wheel drive, and one of the highest lift capacities in its class. It's a whole new level of toughness.
Wow, that is tough. I'll take it. Bubby, let's go wrestle a bear.
Experience the toughness of the RX series at your local Coyote dealer.
Your Coyote dealer is Weston Sells, Highway 18 North, Highway 27 intersection west in Vail. The Great Outdoors is getting ready for archery season. New items are arriving every day, including Matthew Art bows and archery targets. Going fishing? The Great Outdoors is a good stock. Queen tackle, porcupine, bulb lures, and the Quakey ball lures. And up front, there's a new shipment of summer AFCO clothing and a new shipment of gourmet garden jar goods. There's something for everybody at the Great Outdoors, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right behind McDonald's. Online at teamgreatoutdoors.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
Wolfpack supporters are the best in all the land. Listen to the cheerleaders, listen to the band. Look at all the fans, they're cheering on the pack. Always looking straight ahead and never looking back. Why don't you meet me in the Wolfpack Den? We'll all have lots of fun watching our team win. No doubt about it, listen close my friend. I feel sorry for any team that comes to the Wolfpack Den.
With Kevin the Boss Hastings, Chip Green, Jacket Carter, Will the Thrill the Boykins, Tom the Bulldog Cinefani, and we have a special guest in the studio this week. We have Ken Link with us this morning. Kevin called him in to help us with a little sports talk this morning. So, and of course, always JP in the studio. And we always want to thank McDonald's of Cherryville for our breakfast every Saturday morning. And I'll let the guys tell what they got.
Good segue there, JP. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Shock Jocks this morning with, I am not Kevin Hastings. Chip, have a safe trip, sir. Kevin got us up and running this morning. We are coming live on the radio right now. We're also live on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Chip Carter here, along with Tom Cinefani, JP John Prather, making us sound good, and special guest Ken Link here in the studio today. Ken, thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. John, Will, well,
we assume he will be.
Yeah, we just have to kind of go off of that. But yeah, good morning, everybody. McDonald's breakfast brought to you by McDonald's of Cherryville. What did you guys have this morning?
I had a sausage and egg biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin,
Delicious.
hash brown, and a small coffee.
Yeah. JP, what are you going to enjoy in there?
Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit.
All right, good deal. When I had my McChicken biscuit, I'm sure when Will gets in, he'll enjoy his chicken, egg, and cheese. I believe that's what his normal breakfast
No,
of
I'm
champions
kind of
is.
eyeballing that right now.
If
I
you-
might. If you get here late and you don't have your breakfast, that's on you. Isn't it?
You hear that, Will? If you're listening to us, you better get here in a hurry. I hear tires screeching outside. Good morning, everybody. Glad you can join us for this week's episode of the Shock Jocks. We are 1 week away, or less than a week away, from the American Legion World Series, starting in Shelby, Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium on the campus of Shelby High School. We will be covering those games. Looking forward to some excitement. Don't know if we'll see quite as many home runs as we saw last year. That was that was a home run derby, I think.
Well, did they ever admit to what it was and resolve the problem?
I think they've instituted steroid testing this year at the American Legion World Series. No,
Well, one thing that's a little sad is there's no festival in downtown Shelby. Usually this is the day, and they usually have a concert.
Really?
They dig up somebody from the 90s or early 2000s and give them a chance at renewing their glory. But no, there will be no I can't remember what the seventh inning stretch festival
That's
or
what it
whatever
used
they
to be
used to call
called.
it.
Yeah, I
And,
think you're right.
They said they're using the money, the old opportunity cost thing, that we only have so much money, so we've decided to put carpet on the field. And somebody, I said that, and somebody said, carpet? I thought it was artificial turf. I was like, pretty much it's an outdoor carpet. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sadly, no festival this year. I used to always like to go up there, take my dog, walk around, get one of those sugar-filled orange drinks that would put a diabetic in the hospital. But not this year.
No.
Not this year. So too bad.
Hopefully we get to see it come back next year. I agree with you, Tom. I think it was fun. Good kick off to the week, and good festivities for everybody to enjoy. And hey, we won't have that this year, but
there is though. If I can just say this, there's
please.
a fundraiser for Robert Melton over at Crest tonight, a co-ed softball game and some other activities. I think they're getting going over there. I got the rest of the details later this afternoon. So if you're not doing anything and you want to get on over there and watch a fun-spirited inter co-ed softball game of Crest alumni as a fundraiser. So come on out to Crest High School tonight. You get to see the great Joe Sism behind the plate, and you can see the mediocre Tom Setafani on the bases calling this game tonight in our uniform. We're actually going to put on uniforms and everything, Ken. We're going to try to fool people that we're good umpires. So we're going to go out there, and it'll be a lot of fun tonight.
Awesome. But what time does that start, Tom?
They told me to be there at 5:30,
Okay.
but I think I've got some other details. There might be some other things going on.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot without
No, because I got to do a couple drivers and then run back over there. So I got a busy Saturday.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Do you ever not have a busy Saturday?
Well, usually that's when you got to drive the kids. I need my daily dose of near-death experience, so I got to drive me a couple of kids.
He might be the hardest working retired man I've ever seen in my life, Ken.
Well, you gotta stay busy. You know who didn't like the word retired is Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I saw that interview this week.
He does, and I don't like the word either. It's kind of like you've just entered a new stage of life, which you're not going to quit doing things. You're maybe just not going to do what you used to do as much as you used to do it. So that's kind of my opinion on that. I still got a little gas left in the tank. I just 30 years is a long time.
You got that.
30 years is a long time to do the same thing.
I wouldn't work professionally. I wouldn't know. Yeah, not quite there. I tried. I got halfway there with one company, and they decided they didn't want my team.
And I get
team there
older, and
anymore.
they stay the same age.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of one of those things.
So, well, good deal. Yeah, fundraiser there. It's at Crest this evening. Is that what, Tom?
It's at Crest. And go ahead and to your next. Joe sent me the details.
Okay.
I'll find out.
No worries. Yeah, again, counting down to the start of the American Legion World Series. First games will be Thursday, and we've got I believe if I got my schedule right, Thursday is generally the marathon day where they have 4 games that day to get things started. At Friday. One of the first 2 days is they generally they pack 4 games into one. And I'm sure there's a reason. I've always been curious, and obviously I'm not a scheduler or organizer, but I'm sure there's a perfectly valid reason for this. But you've got 12 teams, I believe, 2 divisions, and but one of the first, and so they do kind of a round robin, as anybody who's watched the World Series knows, in those 2 divisions. And I think it's the Stars and Stripes divisions, if they've kept the same description as previous years.
8 teams.
I'm sorry, I said 12. 8 teams. Thank you, Ken. But one of those days, so you're going to have 6 games generally to get everybody an equal number of games within 2 days. But one of those days they do 4 games, the other day they do 2 games. I'm like,
I think part of that is to make sure that pitching wise somebody doesn't get an advantage because they didn't play that day, or somebody played the next day, and therefore you don't have that. So they try to even it out.
Even number of games for each day. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you, Ken.
They do that once, and then everybody's got a day off, but they don't want to give anybody any unfair advantage.
Leave it to one of my American Legion experts here to break that down.
He watches enough American Legion games, that's for sure.
So how's the summer been? Enjoying late evenings with Brian Furry?
We've enjoyed doing a lot of games, a lot of charitable games. And, it's been a lot of fun. I think Brian's enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, well I'm glad you guys have gotten to do that. Appreciate y'all being on the air so much. I see Brian at my place of work quite frequently, and have to give him a hard time. But appreciate
and I appreciate all the help he's given us in the press box this past week as we host the Southeast region. He's been there helping us every night.
That's great. Yeah. Good
and you're circling back. It's at 6 p.m.
It is 6.
Robert Melton, and he's got some medical bills. Bring a few bucks, buy a hot dog, buy a ticket. Just a little feel good thing to put on to help him out a little bit.
This is a legitimate time, fans. Please buy a hot dog. All right,
please buy. Please.
This is a legitimate.
Please buy a hot dog and support the Melton family.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and we know what that means as well. A week away as we get ready for the American Legion World Series. We're getting close. We're getting close to high school football in the area, and I believe we had the Jamboree here in Cleveland County last night at Gardner-Webb University. Anybody get any word on that? Anybody catch a sneak peek of that last night?
Burns won 19-6.
Okay,
and there's been a little rumors in the community of who's the quarterback's going to be, but right now it's Romello Wells, and Trent Marty was over there doing the film. Good old Trent Marty, KTC's own Trent Marty, and said, "Look good up front." They got a lot of experienced guys on both sides of the ball, and that's where it starts, guys. I mean, we all talk about the running backs and wide receivers and all the divas, but if you ain't got the big uglies up front, man, then you're not gonna go very far. And both sides of the line seem to be playing pretty well. I mean, it's early. It's South Meck.
Sure.
I mean, it's not like they played Weddington, but and that was part of the a little bit of the run. Monroe's had a good team, but some of them saying that the competition is not what it needs to be, and the county did go 4-0, but good start to the year. And everybody says don't care about scrimmages. I coached for 15 years. You care about scrimmages. You care about how you play, and no, it doesn't matter if you win, but you do care. You want to play well.
Yeah.
You want to play well. You want to put on a good show, and off to a good start. Got a couple more scrimmages, and then we start not till the 21st. And we had started on the 21st, so looking forward to it. And Burns opens up with Murderers Row, right? They got Kingsbound from Crest out of the gate.
Yeah.
It's gonna. I think it's interesting with the Bell kid over at Crest now, right? And then Kings Mountain has a dynamite freshman quarterback, so. A lot of interesting things going on in Cleveland County football.
Yeah, that's for sure. No, looking forward to seeing how things are going. Not sure how. And so it sounds not all the teams won last night. It sounds like, or
at
least
4-0.
Oh, you did. We did go 4-0. I'm sorry. I thought you said they did not go 4-0.
No, Burns won 19-6. County went 4-0.
Okay, so. There you go. Well, that's like you said. We understand the point of. Yes, this is not necessary. This does not go against your record, but like you said, you want to get off to a good start and put on a good.
There were some grumblings about how much it costs.
Yeah, that's right. I heard. Well,
and I heard
we heard about that earlier in the week.
And I heard I don't like using secondhand information. I was coming in from out of town a little late last night, so I couldn't make it over there. But parking was $10.
Yes,
was the rumor, and $15 to get in. So say that I'm a married guy and I got a couple of kids.
Yep.
And my oldest boy is playing football. So I got to pay $60 to walk in the gate. I got to pay another $10 to park my car, and then I got to pay another $20 for hot dogs. You burn a Franklin going to a scrimmage.
Going to a scrimmage. Yep.
I mean, and you know, it's just like the frustration of trying to be an average guy, just trying to support the local community, and you wonder why you look out there, and a lot of times there's a lot of empty seats at these football games now.
Is high school football? Do the cost of the regular season games? Is it $15 to get into these?
No, it's like 10 though. I think it's 10, and it will. I don't know. I'm lucky. I haven't paid to get in the game in a long time.
I haven't paid to get in the game a long time.
Right,
I've been working with radio.
We've been here for a while, so
I think it's at least 8 about everywhere. You know.
See, but what I'm saying, like if I ran things, if you're a student at that school, and I think a lot of schools do this, if you're a student and you have nothing on your discipline report, you need to be able to go to the game for free.
Absolutely.
Let every kid in for free and give every kid a free hot dog when they get there.
Yeah.
Get the kids to the game. That's how you build the
atmosphere.
The atmosphere and the love for the school, man. Yeah. Just let the middle school kids too. Let the middle school kids in.
And if the kids come, the parents more than likely will be there.
Have a hot dog tent for them. Show your student ID and get a hot dog and go enjoy the game. I mean, it's just like, why is this a capitalistic money-making thing? It's supposed to be a community spirit thing.
And the nostalgia aspect too is like, well, these kids should just want to come to the game. Well, they don't anymore, or a lot of them don't.
Well,
anymore.
You know why they don't want to come to this anymore? This right here.
Right, exactly.
Why do so many young men not have jobs or girlfriends? This thing right here.
Yep.
I mean, so you can combat that. I mean, you can combat that by saying, "Hey, come to the game. It's going to cost you nothing." Or you can say something like this: wear a blue tee, wear a Burns tee, wear a Ligadin T-shirt, and you come in and you get this. If you have a Ligadin T-shirt on and a Ligadin hat, we're going to give you a Coke too. Come on in.
Plan it out each week.
Right.
I mean, this home game is a blue out. This home game is a white out. You know, all this. I mean, plan it out by your school colors. You know, it's not hard to do.
And you know what, fellas? Get out to the game. You might do something stupid like meet a girl. Something like crazy might happen.
Goodness, yeah.
Something crazy might happen. I mean, you might go out and meet a girl and get off that damn Xbox you're playing all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might do something crazy.
But to your point, Tom, too, the schools should. It's not out of the realm of possibility to ask these schools to. You can sit here and be nostalgic and wish that these kids would just come, but the reality is they've got more distractions now than they did. You're going to have to grease the skids to have them come to the game.
I wish they would think of things like that as opposed to let's think of ways to keep the media out.
Right.
Ken, I don't know if you know this, man. We went up and did the baseball championship. They got a no media sign on the press box.
Really?
On the press box. So I mean, it's just one of these things, man. It's like, what are you doing? I was like, why are you approaching everything from a negative standpoint and try to do something from a positive standpoint? I mean, I know there's people in the community that would financially support it and say, hey, man, we need $400 or $500 this week to do a little thing for the kids. And I'm sure there'd be some people from the community that would be willing to do that.
Businesses
right. And things like that. This is the S&R Auto Sales hot dog tent. You know what I mean? Come get a free hot dog if you got on a school T-shirt showing your school spirit, something like that. I just don't get it. I don't understand what we're doing. We're turning this into, no, you must pay $15. We have to have money for blah 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 blah. It's just.
To Kevin's point, I guess we need to change the name. It is now it's the score box. It is not a press box if you don't want the press in there.
It's the things we do, and I did have a chance to come into contact with the state treasurer, but I just kept my mouth shut. I'm like, y'all, whatever y'all are doing up there, I mean, it's just wrong. I mean, it's just all y'all figure out a way to do is how to nickel and dime the school system. So, what's the cheapest way we can do this? How can we fire the most people? And how can we give the least support to athletics? And y'all have all been involved in athletics. Athletics is a part of your education as a high school or middle school student. Now, you might not do sports. You might do art. You might do band. That's part of your education. You know what I mean? We need to encourage more kids to participate in sports. And if you don't fund it properly, if you don't give it the proper support, you're not going to have that. And then you need the other kids coming out when they're not playing that sport. They need to come out there and support the teams more to build that community spirit, which I'm just telling you, man, we just don't have it like we used to. That's my soapbox today, guys.
I saw where Q Tucker retired. Do you see any changes with the new person that's head now, Tom?
Q Tucker retired. Let's all send her a fruit basket to thank her for retiring.
But someone else is taking over. I can't remember his name.
Because I can't think of anybody who is got less common sense than Q Tucker. I mean, it's this. If you have anything to do with a conference that puts Highland Tech against Shelby Burns in football, then you are just like a very dumb person. I mean, not trying to be creative. We talked about it, and Kevin makes a good point. You know, he does the football numbers. He does like football schools versus non-football schools. Yeah. There are so much better ways to approach this and make some football-only conferences.
Give us 10 minutes.
You could do a football-only conference. You could do some things that are more creative to inspire more competition and make it a better product and make it, I've been ranting on not coming to the game. Does anybody want to come watch Shelby beat Highland Tech 96-0? It's kind of like what are we doing here? It's like I say, we don't use any creativity, we don't use any innovation, we don't use any thought. We're doing the same old stupid stuff, and same old stupid people.
And I know there'll be people that disagree with me on this, and this is kind of out of left field. We broached this subject, and we'll talk about the conferences, I'm sure, more as the season goes on. Obviously, I look at our two county teams that won state championships last, and any of the county teams here in Cleveland County, Gaston, Lincolnton, our listening area. These teams are trying, especially these teams that are historically got strong programs. They're trying to gear up for the playoffs. They're trying to build schedules to get them prepared for the playoffs. Some of these games in their conferences are simply not doing that. They're getting a running clock within the second quarter, and they've got their second or third string in. What is the benefit? And again, we folks, we might remember because we're hardcore football fans, but the big thing that people remember from Shelby High School last year is that Shelby High School won a state championship last year. Whether or not they were first in their conference or the fact that they lost a nail-biter to Lincolnton during the regular season is overshadowed pretty quickly by the fact that they beat Lincolnton in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
So what is the point? I'm going to throw this out there. What is the point of conferences? Let each school, let's let the schools figure out their schedules and find some agreements.
Now that would be now, if you've ever been a head coach of a team, you're trying to find non-conference matches. It can be a pain.
So don't have conferences. Don't worry about it.
No. What I'm saying is trying to find people to play because people will play this game. Well, I'm not playing Lincoln because they're pretty good, so I'm gonna see if I can go up to the mountains and beat up on a bunch of,
Avery County. Or
I'm gonna go find me some Avery County Christmas tree farmers to beat up on. So no, we're not.
Not the Christmas tree.
I tell you what, I made an Avery comment class. I can't remember what I was making fun of Avery County from. Some poor little girl raised her hand. Says, "My grandma listened to me." So I had to walk that one back pretty quickly.
I always noticed that Avery County, whenever there's bad weather, they're always the first school system out of school. They're because of where they're located. Avery County schools, and it's alphabetical, so you always see them first. Avery County schools closed.
But what I would say is, hey, Lincoln County, you're playing Cleveland County. Sorry. Hey, Gaston County, y'all are going to play Cleveland County. I mean, the ones that are about similar size.
Yeah.
You guys are going to play. And I would eliminate what I would eliminate is non-conference. Okay. I would say I'm going to put you in a conference. It might give you one non-conference team in case you have a rivalry, but it's like Shelby. You might argue, well, Shelby's a smaller school, but we know that Shelby's a football school, okay? I know that Kings Mountain's bigger than Shelby, but we all know it's a competitive football game. Right. It's a competitive series. So if you had any kind of imagination, creativity, put thought into these football schedules, you can make some good football schedules, and you're letting everybody in the playoffs anyway, right?
If you're going to make conferences, right. How about this, Tom? If you're going to make conferences, forget about the classifications. Are irrelevant when it comes to conferences to an extent.
Do football football only conferences based on your football population. And it's like what I'm saying is, okay, I don't want to go to a tough conference because I'll go 5-5 and won't make the playoffs. You make playoffs 3-7, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like don't even worry about making the playoffs.
There's fewer teams not making the playoffs anymore than there are making the playoffs.
Because we know they got to have their money up there in Chapel Hill. We know we got to, they got to have all these games where you pay to get in, and athletic association gets the money or whatever. But I'm just saying, man, there's more creative ways to make it more competitive and make these, it's better for the kids too. So,
and you've got 8 classifications, and the flip side of it, we all complain about the classification, and we'll wrap up here, get ready to take our first break here real shortly. But we talked about these classifications. There's a devil's advocate argument to, there's now 8, 1A to 8A, but the area of the state that benefited the most from that, arguably in football last year, was Cleveland County, because out of those 8 classifications, we're the only county that had 2 state champions. Yeah. So I mean, that's you talk about Cleveland County with Shelby and Crest. So there's a flip side to that. But you looking at the classifications, it continues to seem like the organization that is established in terms of these conferences, this area always seems to be the last group, or not even thought about regionally, and that's something, to Tom's point, Kevin's talked about it multiple times, that's an easy, give us 10 minutes, that's an easy fix.
Yeah, but they're never going to hire us at the Athletic Association. It'll make too much sense.
Well, again, we're getting ready and prepared, as you already heard, getting on our soapboxes about high school football. We've got American Legion World Series this coming week on the campus of Shelby High School. Look forward to folks coming out and supporting all those young men as they compete in baseball, and then the following week we kick things off with high school football, and we'll be excited to bring that to you here on KTC Broadcast. And we're going to take our first break. Will's in the house. Second shift has clocked in. Ready to go? Yeah. I don't know if he's awake yet.
He thought that would hit harder. But
we're used to it at this point.
We're used to it.
So, all right. I was waiting for a response from him, but he's eyeing his biscuits. What he's doing right now. So.
No. 2 words. One name. Mr. Bulldog. Michael Vick.
Okay.
All right.
We're going to take our first break. You're listening to Shock Joxx. We'll be right back. KTC Broadcasting.
KTC Broadcasting continues to celebrate our country's 250th birthday. We're giving away 4 $250 shopping sprees at 4 of our local merchants. Register to win today at the Mantil Mexican Restaurant, Highway 150 West in Cherryville, at Yippee-Ki-Yay in Uptown Shelby, at the Meeting Place on Main Street in downtown Lincoln, at Clayton Homes, Highway 74 east of Shelby, at the Great Outdoors, Highway 150 East Cherryville, Cotton Seafood on the Gastonia Highway, Lincoln, Heath Jackson Plumbing, Highway 150 West in Cherryville, at Country Camping Corner on Oak Grove Road in Kings Mountain, and at Duffy Chiropractic on Highway 150 East in Cherryville. The drawing will be held Friday, August 28th. Register today in our 250th birthday celebration giveaway.
Get ready, Kings Mountain. The 27th Annual Beach Blast Festival, presented by Metcon, is making waves Saturday, August 22nd, 12 noon till 9 p.m. at Patriots Park. Enjoy live music from the Swingin' Medallions, River Mist, the Castaways, Jim Quick and Coastline, Too Much Sylvia on Friday night, and bring the whole family for the watermelon eating contest, splash pad fun, golf cart parade, beach ball drop, pirate port, the kids pavilion, rides, inflatables, delicious food, and so much more. Celebrate summer and America's 250th anniversary in Kings Mountain. Visit kingsmountainevents.com for more details. Don't miss the biggest beach party of the year. Tee it up at this area's finest golf course. That's Glen Oaks Golf Course off Highway 321 in Maiden. Since 1967, men, women, and children alike have all enjoyed a round of golf at the Glen Oaks Golf Course, with the finest fairways, bunkers, and greens. And amenities include a pro shop, driving range, snack bar, banquet facility, fitness room, locker rooms, picnic shelter, and a swimming pool. For tee times and membership information, call 828-428-2451. Yes, tee it up at the Glen Oaks Golf Course, 245 Golf Course Road of Highway 321 in Maiden.
For your next round of golf, head to the mountain, Crowder's Mountain. the Crowders Mountain Golf Course. Check out their new greens. Play and ride 18 holes Monday through Friday for $40 or $35 after 1 p.m. Play and ride 18 holes weekends and holidays for $50 or $45 after 1 p.m. And every Monday is Ladies' Day. Ladies play and ride 18 for $30. And seniors age 55 and up can play and ride 18 Monday through Friday for $35. For your tee time, call 704-739-7681. The Crowders Mountain Golf Course. Head to the mountain today.
0% financing for qualified buyers when you purchase a new Ford truck from Tyndall Ford Performance in Gastonia. Any new Ford truck. Buy now and get 0% financing for qualified buyers. See the new Roush Nightmare, available in 2 and 4 doors, 705 horsepower. It's a special limited edition, so hurry on in now and get yours today at Tyndall Ford Performance, this area's premier Roush and RTR dealership. 1901 East Franklin Boulevard, Gastonia. Online at TyndallFord.com. Okay, deer hunters, listen up. Save the date, Saturday, August 22nd. That's Deer Day at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood. Yes, Deer Day. Product representatives will be on hand to help answer your questions. Also, check out the deer blocks, attractants, including Lucky Buck Deer Attractant, deer corn, and deer blinds. So mark the date, Saturday, August 22nd for Deer Day at Parker Family Feed, 121 Carpenter's Grove Road off Highway 18 North in Bellwood. And Parker's Family Feed will be closed August 10th through 15th for vacation.
And we're back with Chip and the gang.
That's
Thanks,
all we
Chip.
get.
Thank you, JP.
We're back with Chip and the gang.
I'm the longest tenured member of this show. You do realize that, JP, right?
Maybe we should do.
Really?
Maybe we should do Tom and the gang.
And how long,
I gotta do Tom.
how long has that been, Tom?
Probably since about. I've been doing this show off and on since about 16 or 17.
I was about to say we're getting close on 10 years now, aren't we?
Well, I've been doing it since 16.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
He's look at that. He's flexing a little bit.
I know I predated you, JP, because Smoke used to do your job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I did my internship here, I mean, I started filming football games and.
So you've not been on this show since 16.
No, I did do this. I did do the Saturday morning sports talk show as well.
Okay.
So, technically speaking, I did start in 16.
Okay.
I was just unpaid at that point.
Well, I started doing the post-game show. I can remember Dennis Davis and I did it in this basement in the old studio about 2 or 3 years, yeah. And then came over here when Calvin did this in 13, I believe. And that's when we did the post-game show. And then in 15, that's when I started. I've been doing Burns broadcast since 15, man.
Wow.
It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. But, you know, we've all been here a while, JP. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm only giving you a hard time.
I'm the least tenured out of us.
We work here because Calvin can't find anybody.
That's right.
They fire me. They keep firing me, but I keep coming
Your
back.
best ability is your availability.
We proved that.
I'm just glad. I'm glad Calvin didn't do any psychological evaluations on anybody.
Yeah, or an aptitude test.
Yeah, right, yeah, there you go. That's exactly
I'm definitely
right.
like that because I know nothing about football. So
That's all right. Neither do we.
No, we don't. We don't.
But
get ready to make some predictions pretty soon.
That's right. Oh yeah, I'm getting excited about that. That'll be fun. Will gets a full season. He gets his own record for the full season this year. So we'll see how that
we'll see how that works.
How that tracks for college and pro football. So good morning.
Oh, y'all gonna lose. So you don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll just.
You're trying to poke the bear. You want to poke the bear over here? You want to see y'all last?
Just making an observation.
Make your observation. You so innocent, Chip. You're just so innocent,
dude. We're on the air.
You're just so innocent over there. I'm just making an observation. Go on to the next section. Let's go.
What do you expect? What do you think I was going to get from you?
Are we going NASCAR now?
You about shorted out the entire system, bud. Just calm down. Let me do that old '80s. Take a pill and lay down. Take a pill and lay down. I don't mind it.
Good morning.
What is the next? What is the next section?
Just move on, Chip. Just move on. Not just right.
No, Will and Tom both all right. Let's look at NASCAR real quick. We after a week off there in Iowa, and so they because when I think NASCAR, I think Iowa. But yeah, they are racing in Iowa this weekend. I'm pretty sure we will have some of that broadcast there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
All 20 residents are planning on attending.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's right.
A lot of people from Chicago are going to make the drive.
That's right, yeah.
In addition to the 10
They had their own road. They had their own Chicagoan race about 5 weeks ago. So, but yeah, no, we'll get the odds here in just a second. Again, 2 weeks ago was the Brickyard, and just a reminder about those results is Corey Haim winning. I still think of that childhood actor whenever I hear that name. He beat out Christopher Bell. Joey Logano trending in the right direction as we get ready for the playoffs. He was the first man out 2 races ago, and now he is in. Chase Briscoe was 4th. Denny Hamlin 5th. Brad Keselowski 6th. Josh Berry, Ryan Preece, Carson Hocevar, Tyler Reddick round out the top 10. Looking at the standings.
Where is Bubba?
Good question. Let's see if we can find him. Bubba Wallace.
Got to look down, find him.
Yeah, hold on. I might
way down there.
I might have gone too far. Hold on. There, 28th. 28th.
That ain't too bad.
Ain't too good.
Ain't too bad. You can fight your way back from 28.
Looking at our standings right now, and Bubba is in the playoffs. If you have that question there, Will. But we've got Denny Hamlin, followed by Tyler Reddick. Ryan Blaney is nipping on their heels. Ty Gibbs is 4th. Carson Hocevar rounds out the top 5. And then you've got Chase Elliott 6th. The Chase and Chase show 6-7. Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson 8th. Chris Buescher 9th. Christopher Bell 10th. Daniel Suarez 11th. William Byron 12th. Let me scroll down so y'all can see the rest of who's in as of today. Joey Logano again. He worked from the first man out. He's all the way up to 13th now. In 2 races. There's Bubba Wallace 14th. SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, hanging on to a spot in the 15th spot in the playoffs. And Austin Cindric, if the playoffs started today.
He's so
great. So, yeah, well, that's your.
Yeah.
No. Oh, you're talking about SVG?
That's my impersonation of you and Thomas over here.
No, okay. All right, go.
He's so great. It's SVG.
I don't believe, other than road course races, I don't think those words have ever come out of my mouth, actually. But, it's to each his own. That's fine. So, but yeah,
you and him have a whole session where y'all argue SVG every week, and then you come out and say,
we can argue him without saying he's a great driver. I will say he's set. Pretty much, he's the favorite on any road course race. And he's getting better on the other tracks.
Who's winning this week?
All right, let's look at our odds and find out. Actually, Kevin sent us sent me some news here. 2 thoughts about this is a post that Kevin shared with me. 2 thoughts about July 4th. I don't know why he said July 4th, but 2 thoughts about Iowa. It's the beginning of corn harvesting season in Iowa, so the timing works if the sponsorship with Iowa corn growers continues. And then a July 4th race sometimes is a hard sell to corporate guests, so better for a track with not as many corporate suites. Iowa, and this is in response to his own posting. Iowa announces it has a July 4th weekend next year with NASCAR on July 4th. The O'Reilly race is on July 3rd. ARCA is on July 2nd. So apparently Independence Day next year is not going to be the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. It's going to be in Iowa.
Oh, my gosh.
Because when I think NASCAR racing.
Well, it don't get no more American than
When
Iowa.
I think American patriotic NASCAR racing, I think Iowa. That's
just for your odds, Denny Hamlin 4-1, Ryan Blaney 4-1, Christopher Bell 5.5 to 1, Briscoe 9 to 1, Logano 9 to 1, Larson 10 to 1, as is Byron, Gibbs 12 to 1, Chase Elliott 14 to 1, Reddick 18 to 1.
Give me Reddick.
Brad Keselowski.
I'm gonna put $1 on it.
20 to 1, and your boy Bubba Wallace 25 to 1.
I'm gonna put $1
on Bubba.
I'm gonna put $1 on Bubba too.
Okay. So you picked Tyler Reddick this week at Iowa?
Absolutely.
All right. So got that. Looking at the odds here.
I'm finna stop picking him because I think Denny is holding him back now.
Yeah, is it the conspiracy theories on?
I heard it in the beginning when he started making a run back, and then I was like, no, he wouldn't do that to the kid.
What's going on?
He wouldn't do the kid like that.
You know what's going on with this, Kenny, don't you? You know what the deal is with this. Tyler Reddick races for Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
So
I know.
So who you said Denny Hamlin? Who ran it out the top 5 in odds there, Tommy? I think I've got a list.
It's Hamlin 4-1, Blaney 4-1, Bell 5.5-1, Briscoe 9-1, Logano 9-1, Kyle Larson 10-1,
okay,
Byron 10-1, Gibbs 12-1, Elliott 14-1, Reddick 18-1, Keselowski 20-1, Bubba Wallace 25-1. And if you want to take a shot in the dark,
where is
let's see, that would be 1,000-1 is Cody Ware.
Oh, okay. Good, yeah. I thought he was going to find SVG down there somewhere.
That's where I need to put my dollar at. Cody Ware.
No loss. No.
1,000-1 as, let's see, Noah Gregson, whoever that guy is 750-1. Zillich? Is that
Connor Zillich? Yes.
He is 500-1.
Also,
as is Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Oh, there we go. That's who our caller, Lauren, that we spoke with a few weeks ago. I think that's who she spots for. Is
Ross Chastain 80-1.
Oh.
Van Ginsbergen 80-1. The pride of New Zealand.
So, all right, you sticking with Reddick, Will?
I'm sticking with Reddick.
All right, Tommy, who'd you pick for this week? Up north.
Let's
go with Slogano, right? As
Slogano.
I picked Logano. I picked Logano to win. He was Slogano earlier this year. Now he's back to Logano. He's on the right track. Let's go.
That's a good trendy pick there. Kenny, you got a pick on this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell sitting in that third spot. Well, I'm gonna go with Vegas as I've been doing. I'm gonna go with Denny Hamlin. Speaking of trending in the right direction, he's leading the standings and has been working his way. He chopped down a lot of the lead that Tyler Reddick had.
It was kind of funny. You guys would have loved it when I was helping train teachers last week. We did have to go over the dangers of gambling, and Tom was selected to do that. And there's a little tiny professor up there at North Carolina Central. She's just a little tiny thing. She would come and to actually listen to the lessons and wanted to see what we were doing. And I said a minus 300. I said that's going to pay you $33.33. That means profit. Well, she just got this look on her face. She's like, she thought like if I bet $100 and I win, I get $33.30. I'm like, no, you get your $100 back too. It's like, but you only profit $33. So if you're ever wondering how those betting lines work, the way it is the minus 300. That means you must bet $300 to win 100. That's why like 100 is even money. You got to bet 100 to win 100. And that's why like plus 500 means I have to bet 100 to win 500, 5-1. So it's a little bit confusing, but we did a simulation where somebody had to go and shoot baskets, and I made betting lines of how many baskets they're going to make. And 26 people in there bet $100. 2 people won. And I was like, yeah, you won 200. She won 300. The house took the rest. And they all looked at us and says, that's how Vegas makes money. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Correct. That's how Vegas
make it. You have learned.
You have learned in this exercise that you should only bet for amusement purposes. But I think it's Kalshi. That's the site.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Just for fun.
Lord mercy, you can bet on whether it's going to rain.
I bet just for fun. I bet $10 that the Odyssey would win Best Picture. You can bet on who's going to win the Oscar.
Yeah.
You can bet on what the high temperature in Los Angeles will be today.
Yeah.
You can bet on what color tie is the president going to have on today. Yeah. And it's just that's why men don't have girlfriends anymore. I mean, they sit home on that site all day. That's why they don't have girlfriends anymore. That's why we're going to die out.
And I think you talked about this. You touched on this last week. I was out when those prop bets for sporting events. That's very tricky.
It's just corruption. That's one thing.
And it's the easiest thing.
Like the high temperature in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's hard for somebody to manipulate that.
Right.
But it's, like the Odyssey's going to win the Oscar. You don't think that somebody could get to somebody and say,
oh, absolutely.
Most of the money's on the Odyssey. What about there's some other stupid movie that might win the Oscar? Let's make sure they win the Oscar so
or the,
so we don't,
or
we
the
don't.
president's tie. We don't have somebody in the administration,
Or how many times is he going to say jobs in his next speech? I mean, is
it's going to be huge.
I mean, it's like
it's going to be huge.
Seriously, man. Yeah, or huge, or some of the words that he says. So I mean, it is pretty bad. I know we're kind of taking a little bit of a tab, but you can bet on whatever you want to bet on. What happened there?
I'm not wrong. You didn't hear. I said something slightly while you were talking.
Oh,
okay. But no, we but seeing those, I do see.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny.
I got him choked up a little bit,
Yeah,
but I do see a genuine issue and problem with these prop bets for sporting events, because it's talking about manipulation, and you just alluded to it, Tom. But it's so easy for an athlete, if they see these things, to get in on that and to have an impact, have a false impact on a game.
What surprised me, it's been some bigger names involved.
Right.
So if it was the 10th guy off the bench, we're going to bet over and under on the number of fouls he's going to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't make a whole lot of money here, but so let me go ahead and get in on this. That's who I think would be the most vulnerable. The referees who make good money, but not like the players.
Right.
So but it's just I guess it's just the thrill of the gambling, man. It's just all these people are getting involved in all this corruption, and the prop bets are going to continue. They need to make the prop bets illegal.
I agree. I do agree with that. I think that's low hanging fruit for corruption and manipulation.
They're making too much money off of it, though.
Well,
I mean, it is what it is at this point. If it's profitable, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So we'll see. We continue to see how that transpires. Glad Tom was able to educate our youth on
not youth.
or you said teachers.
And they once they saw that example, because you could do these just bringing a football and a target, pick a kid. And I was okay, this kid, how many times are you going to hit the target, and then come up with your betting lines. Can sort of make a math lesson out of it.
Yeah.
So you do the blah 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 blah, and then what you see is you won, everybody else lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that race. Everybody's gonna bet, but how many's gonna win? One.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So all the other money, say that you had $100 wagered on every single driver, 35 drivers, and then one guy wins, and you pay that guy $600.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, $3,500. Minus a $600 payout is $2,900 profit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's once you when and that really hit home. They were "Oh God!" I was yeah, that's how this works.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets even worse when you start doing parlays and things like that. Yeah. So if you want to bet I would, I know that I listened to you guys last week. It was just terrible. I was these guys, man.
What happened last week?
I'm out there.
I wasn't here.
I'm out there working for free, and I go in between. And it's Tommy's not here talking about betting. So it's I am a casual, just for fun, $5 bettor, just to clear the air of all these guys.
Casual.
That's casual during an average football. I've almost given up on parlays. Parlays are just like the devil. But you bet $20 a week.
Oh Lord Jesus.
$20 a week. What's that? What's that? A meal at Chick-fil-A? You know what I mean? If you're doing something like that, never prop bet.
You can't get no family meal.
Small family. Well, maybe a couple.
No, I'm saying
you can't feed nobody but yourself for $20.
Me, a $20 bill gets you Chick-fil-A. So I can either eat Chick-fil-A.
Ordering a Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is horrible, bro.
I can either eat Chick-fil-A or just wager $20 and eat a cold sandwich. Well, I'll eat a cold sandwich. Fine. But once you've gotten into you're trying to chase your losses and all this nonsense.
Yes, that's. I agree. I hear you on that. So, all right, we got our picks for NASCAR for this weekend. Historic Iowa.
I wonder if they're going to have any popcorn at the race.
You would think that makes sense, wouldn't it?
They'll probably have plenty of roasted corn.
You'll Yeah, you probably have a whole bunch of that roasted corn.
I had some roasted corn at the fair last year. It's pretty good.
Roasted corn is
it's never too early to get out there and start campaigning for president. Iowa's got the first caucus.
Oh, that's right.
There'll be a politician.
Because Iowa is a true it's a true demographic snapshot of America. I mean, we really want to know how.
That's what I said.
Iowa and New Hampshire. Those are really, really
that's what I said.
Bellwether.
Yeah. I was concerned he was serious there for a split second. I was worried about that.
No, I'm not serious.
I knew when he said New Hampshire, I was like, okay, he's joshing us.
That's exactly what I said.
What's a true bellwether? North Carolina should be the first primary.
Yep.
Such a politically confused state anyway. So anyway, I'm not going to get on politics. Kevin will get mad at me. I know he's listening.
I know he is. I think he's still, as long as he's in the listening area, he's listening. So
he's probably got it on.
But we got so Tommy's got Joey Logano this week in Iowa. Will going with Tyler Reddick again, and Ken's got Christopher Bell, and I'm going to take Denny Hamlin. Those are our picks. I'm guessing I'm going to go.
If he don't win this week, I'm going to have to let him go.
Just let him. Just cut the cord.
Because Denny is not going to let him come back. It's going to cut the cord. And I'm
going to sit here and say Kevin would have picked Ryan Blaney. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say.
You're probably right.
So we'll see about that. So all right, well, good deal. We still got a lot of other sports to cover, folks. We're already almost an hour into the show. We still got football, baseball, basketball, a little bit of golf maybe, all sorts of things. Got a lot to cover here in the rest of the show. You're listening to the Shock Joxx this morning, KTC Broadcasting.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Field works down to the line, and we put the green flag in the air.
Regular season is down to 2 races.
Trouble further back already. One car gets turned into the outside wall.
With spots in the chase on the line at Iowa Speedway.
Drives in deep in turn number 3, but it's not enough. Off of turn 4, checkered flag is out.
It's the Hy-Vee Perks 250.
Saturday afternoon at 4:30, right here on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, online at kdcbroadcasting.com. It's the 34th annual Hot Nights, Cool Rides in Forest City, Friday and Saturday, August 14th and 15th. It'll kick off Friday, August 14th with a cruise in from 6 to 9 and the music of Ocean Boulevard. Then on Saturday, it's a big car show from 9 till 8. Show cars will line the streets. There will be food trucks. And be sure to visit Vendor Alley. Award ceremony at 6 p.m. Hot Nights, Cool Rides, August 14th and 15th in Forest City. Y'all come. It'll be fun.
Hey, everyone. Crystal Chandelier here for the guys at Car Fair Auto Sales on the Bessemer City Road in Gastonia, where you get great cars at better prices. Buy here, pay here at Car Fair Auto Sales. On the lot now, check out a sporty red 2019 Chevrolet Equinox for $13,400. Or how about a 2018 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport for $10,500? And a 2018 Nissan Versa for only $7,995 at Car Fair Auto Sales, 1320 Bessemer City Road in Gastonia.
It's time to ride red and ride into Honda Motorcycles of Shelby and ride out on your brand new Honda bike, side-by-side, or four-wheeler. You know, deer season, it's just around the corner. Get your four-wheeler today. And be sure to see the brand new 2026 Honda Pioneer 1000 side-by-side. And ask about Honda bonus bucks, up to $3,000 available. Come on in for all the details. Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard. Online at HondaMotorcyclesofShelby.com. Okay, guys and gals, listen up. You're still not getting it. Now listen. It's not Ronaldo anymore. It's Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia. Yes, they have new ownership. Now you're starting to understand. Their inventory has never been better, with over 500 new Kias, Hondas, and pre-owned inventory on the lot right now. Ask about 0% financing on select units. Now come experience the difference. Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia under new ownership, and they welcome you and your family to take a test drive. Located at 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at ShelbyHonda.com and ShelbyKia.com.
Down in Shelby, North Carolina, where the hard work runs deep, G-Mode's making deals while the town's still half asleep at HM Industries. They're helping dreams come true, turning old worn out houses into something shiny and new. White vinyl windows, black trim looking clean, best looking houses this side of Caroline Green. From the front porch light to the living room floor, Gene and his crew keep folks coming back for more. HM Industries rolling strong and proud, making homes in Shelby stand right out in the crowd. Luxury vinyl plank floors laid smooth wall to wall, vinyl siding, new windows, they can handle it all. If your home needs fixing up, you know where to go. G-Mode and his team are the best folks you'll know.
Call 704-434-9900, online at hmindustriesinc.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Chip and the gang.
He's not going to give you a shout out there, JP. Tom.
He's not.
He
is not going to do it.
Well, you know what, man, JP, I never really liked you anymore. Just going to go ahead and say it. I never really liked you anymore.
The feeling is very mutual.
The feeling's very
You
mutual.
roast me, I'm going to roast you back.
I get it.
I'm feeling the love. It's spicy in here this
Feel the
morning.
love.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Golly.
It is.
Oh, I feel like Dr. I love you.
Will, I love you, man.
hey, Chip. I love
Everybody
you.
else
Thanks,
loves
man.
you, though, JP. Take comfort in that. Take comfort in
JP,
that.
you the man.
JP, I'm looking forward to 15 Friday nights with you this year, man. All right.
Look at all this. Look at all this butt kissing we're doing now.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Hey, as long as he keeps bringing me breakfast, I'll.
Whoa, sir.
Hey, I bring the food.
He
People
does.
love me
He
when I
does bring.
food.
He does bring. The
He
food.
brings food.
JP.
Kenny knows. Hey,
JP's
I like
not
the
gonna
pizza
tell
fish
you-
box we get on Friday nights.
Right now, I'm looking.
JP's not going to tell you all the Marvel action figures I've brought him over the years. The
that-
Star Wars stuff that I've brought him.
Only one action figure I remember you brought me was Captain America.
I
Wow.
brought him twice, and I brought you Star Wars as well. You forgot about it, JP. You forgot about it.
The only thing I remember Star Wars that I ever got related, and that was when Terry stopped on his way to work, was late, because he stopped and got me a Darth Vader pinata.
Darth Vader pinata.
Yeah, Darth Vader head pinata.
I don't remember that.
What about the Star Wars Monopoly game I gave you?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was
Nice.
Christmas
I brought him a little bank, a little Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah.
For Christmas one time.
No, it wasn't a bank. It was a cell phone stand.
Oh, so he
okay.
remembers it.
No. Trying to blank that from my memory.
See, you are getting. You might look young, but you're getting into your 30s now. You're getting up there now. You know, start forgetting stuff, and then your memory get jarred. Yeah.
Will, you are aware I'm 34, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I just found that out. Remember last week we was talking about who could. I mean, July 4th we was talking about who could be here for the 300.
Yeah, right.
We said JP was the only one that could be here.
JP's going to be in here on the studio trying to get the people.
I
Nobody's
said
going to be
you
in here.
could be here. Everybody else said you wasn't going to make it, JP. I just want to put that on record.
Hey, welcome to another morning sports talk. As always, JP.
When did Margaret Thatcher show up into our studio? Good gracious. So, thank you, JP. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Shock Jocks this morning with John Prater, JP, Tom Sinafani, Will Boykins, Ken Link. I'm Chip Carter here with you. Kevin's on his way down to Hotlanta, I think.
What are you going to Hotlanta for?
He might be going to watch
concert.
Oh, okay.
Concert.
I figured he might be going to
My
watch.
daughter's down there. There's a investment meeting in Atlanta.
He's probably getting yelled at by his wife because he's always hanging out with us on Saturdays.
That's right. You need to.
She made sure that he went on a Saturday.
That's right.
Last Saturday, I had to work for free. It was awful. Go work for free all day long. It's like, what am I doing here? But it's okay.
Well, gentlemen, there's a report.
What's the report?
Kawhi Leonard had an undisclosed sponsorship deal with Daktronics, a now bankrupt green banking company, at the center of an NBA investigation to see if the Los Angeles Clippers were attempting to circumvent the salary cap and pay Kawhi under the table through a third-party intermediary. So this agreement, undisclosed sponsorship agreement, allegedly worth millions of dollars with the company designed. This is the company that designed the Clippers video board inside the Intuit Dome. This was reported by ESPN, by former ESPN contributor Pablo Torre. So, listening to ESPN pundits talk about this, Stephen A. basically even alluded to saying that if this is true, or if this gains traction, that he thinks that if I read him correctly or understood what he was saying correctly, that Kawhi should be banished, or there should be a permanent suspension.
For what?
For Kawhi.
For playing basketball?
Well,
we're taking illegal payment.
It's not illegal payment. It was a sponsorship. They found a way to get the man paid. They paid him. So I want Stephen A. to shut up. I want him to shut up.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah,
it's just.
I think there's a little more to it than that, though. Will, you can't? It's not just that simple. They went with this payment method for a reason,
In
and there's
other
a
words,
reason.
If the Clippers were giving the sponsor the money, then the sponsor was giving Leonard the money, then that's illegal. I think that's what you're talking about. It's kind of like a money laundering,
right? And it doesn't count against their salary cap.
Yeah, right. You circumventing the salary cap.
Correct. That's and if it's not. We can't just sit here and say that he got paid and that was their way of paying him. They went behind. They were specifically doing a method of payment that would not go against their overall team salary, and that's and the fact that they have initially denied any wrongdoing tells us they know they weren't supposed to be doing it and they were hiding it. So,
this right here,
mm-hmm.
It's never called in football until somebody moves this way. Then it's called a hold. So what? Move on. Move on.
I'm not sure I get the reference, but I think you're trying to say that
it's until you get caught doing something, it's not what it don't matter. Just
so I can sell drugs as long as
right. Absolutely.
I completely that mentality is part of the problem with our society. That right there, nobody taking responsibility or accountability for right versus wrong. That's no. I completely and wholeheartedly disagree with that.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that mentality, that is the whole issue with our society right now, is that people don't want to take responsibility for doing right versus or doing what's right versus doing what's wrong.
Was it illegal what he done?
I mean, I don't in terms of I'm not talking about.
Was it illegal what he done?
It's in terms of this league's.
Can he go to jail for it?
Yeah.
That's not the level of wrong that we're talking about here. We're talking about, and I don't know if there's a criminal aspect to it.
No criminal
but in terms of being able to participate in a league where you've got agreements on your salary being counted against your team's cap, yes, that you're hiding it. You're purposely deceiving.
If you find a sponsor, if you get your team finds a sponsor to say, hey, we can only do this because our salary.
Where's the money coming from? If the money came from the Clippers,
and then the sponsor come in, he say, we can only do this, but we got this guy that if you do a couple of commercials for them, they can do this for you.
But if the team is using said sponsor as a way to launder the money so that it doesn't show up on the team's salary to pay that player, that's purposely deceiving the rest of the league.
And
that's a problem.
That could be criminally
wrong. That could be a criminal
offense.
offense.
Is it being disclosed that the team had circumvented the money?
That's what they're trying to find out right now. That's what this report is disclosing.
So at this time, it's an allegation. That the team has done it.
Correct.
So everybody reacting to like the team have done this already is reacting the wrong way. A lot of people get charged a lot of people get punished for things, and it comes out that
innocent until proven guilty. I get that.
That they didn't do it, but the settlement of what they did is already in people's mind, and it leaves a perception.
I understand that. The problem is this investigation has been going on for over almost a year now. This allegation apparently is where they're starting to have evidence, there appears to be evidence to support this claim. This is where we're starting to see the findings coming through. Now, we're seeing this report. to Will's point, it's a report. This is alluding to potential evidence. We've not seen said evidence yet. So yes, I understand what you're saying. Innocent until proven guilty. I'm not sitting here saying that Kawhi needs to be suspended indefinitely right now. I am not saying that. But it's an interesting turn of events.
I mean, here it is. It says it was funneling money from the Clippers through Daktronics back to Kawhi. It's just money laundering.
Yeah, and that is illegal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
but that's the accusation. I mean, like I said, it hasn't been proven in a court of law.
Again, I'm saying, even if it gets proven that it wasn't, the perception is still going to be there. The perception is still going to be there. That's what it's saying. We come up with the quotes of, "Oh man, that's what's wrong with society."
The Clippers had a 23-year.
What your mentality is what's wrong with society, not what happened here. This whole mentality of if I don't get caught, it's not wrong. That's horse hockey.
The Clippers
that is utter horse hockey.
The Clippers signed a 23-year, $300 million deal with what's that aspiration, making the company the first founding partner. 6 months later, they signed a $28 million deal endorsement with Leonard. An unnamed employee who reportedly worked for the banking company told Tory that Leonard's sponsorship deal was a way to circumvent the salary cap.
Mm-hmm. Kevin makes a good point too. Kevin is still listening in for the record, but he said the Clippers are in trouble, but they're not the only ones doing it. So other owners might not even try to punish them.
Well, I'm sure it's not. They're not the only ones.
It's not. It's just a way of business.
It's not a way of business. It's illegal.
Yeah,
in the
NFL, in the NBA, that's just in professional sports. That's just a way of business. That's just the way. You can argue at the point whether or not
it's a wrong way of doing business. If it was wrong, if it wasn't wrong, people wouldn't be trying to hide it. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right, Will. I'm sorry.
Hands caught in the cookie jar.
Okay, but then anybody who gets that, they should. This is where they're not
have any sports.
And if we
talk about, then we wouldn't have any sports to talk about.
Okay,
we wouldn't have any sports to talk about.
I disagree with that.
I don't think we're getting anywhere with
that.
But it's just obviously what they've done.
Well, and here's my ignorant question on it too, Tom, because we're talking about laundering, but generally money laundering has to do. You're laundering criminal activity. Does this I know that they're circumventing the salary cap. I get that.
It's probably civil because
right.
I'm sure
Is it necessarily criminal because they're funneling the money through a third party intermediary? But is there any illegal activity? Yes, they're circumventing league policy.
There could be punishments from the league.
Correct. That's where I would kind of separate the two.
It's any kind of criminal.
Right. And again, like I said, this is just a report that's come out, and to Will's point, we don't have all the facts on it yet. So let's not pass out judgment before we have that, and that's fair. So looking at that, we still got, speaking of NBA, we still got some players on the free agent market, including the cornerstone of the Cleveland Cavaliers, James Harden. Tommy, they've not signed him back yet. Or they are. Have you heard the latest?
The rumors were, but I can't remember. Like last time I read, I can't remember where they were on this. Hopefully, they don't sign him. I don't want them to sign him, but I know it's kind of up in the air. I know that I said something. Can't remember exactly what I said. I know it wasn't correct.
They haven't signed Johnson. Or did they sign Johnson? I was trying to look at that.
Who's that?
Oh, wait a minute. James Harden's misdemeanor gun charge dismissed. So I guess that's good news.
What were you looking at, Will?
This one right here.
The Kuminga? There you go. Sorry, let me get it where you can read it. Jonathan Kuminga is still unrestricted free agent right now. Hasn't heard anything.
I would be more concerned with that than I would be Harden.
Yeah, do you think he's a better option for the league than Harden would be? Kevin Love's still playing. Apparently, he's reached out to the 76ers. He and LeBron James have still remained tight, and they're trying to see if they can find a role for him with the 76ers. Other unrestricted free agents out there: DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook has not been signed yet. Now I don't know how much money he's going to demand on the free agent market at this point. heading into his 18th season. He has stated he is not has no intent of retiring right now, so he still wants to try to go play. I think Bradley Beal, also a free agent as well. There's some restricted free agents that we see. I have Jalen Duren, as well as Peyton Watson, and then Benedict Mathurin. Did I say that right? I don't know if I got that last name correct, but still some is NBA free agency winds down. Still some players out there for teams to try to grab. I'm like you, Will. I think Kuminga is probably the best name out there that you see that could have a good impact on you.
That's more concerning. Jonathan's more concerning than really any of those that are still out there that you mentioned. That would be the one that needs to be signed.
Yeah.
Well, it may have been the Cavaliers are waiting for this misdemeanor gun charge to be cleared up because now the Cavaliers wanted a little bit more flexibility. Like he did not re-sign to give more flexibility, and now they're saying that he's going to get a 2 or 3 year deal, and that is done to try to circumvent the luxury tax burden that the team faces. But I think they didn't want to pay him, and then if that gun charge he's guilty, and then there's penalties from the league, then you're in a Deshaun Watson situation,
right?
You know? Like you trade for a guy, you pay him all this money, and he's suspended 10 games,
right?
Like I wouldn't want to be in that situation either.
Yeah. So, and right now we're still looking at the Hornets. A lot of trade activity as well. Kind of totally changed their roster, obviously, with LaMelo being traded and Miles Bridges being traded. So this is and the general consensus that we see with the Hornets is, as we've talked about probably already multiple times in the offseason, this is kind of a immediate step backwards to take some steps forward down the road, because they might be arguably the team with the best draft capital in coming years with all the draft picks that they have. Now, let's see if the front office I like what the front office has done in terms of trying to load all that up. It gives them trade chips to use. Also gives them opportunity for good picks, but let's see how they actually use them. That's obviously going to be the ultimate determining factor. And we saw a team at the end of the year last year. One of the starting five was one of the most efficient offensive, or one of the most explosive offensive five-man sets in the league. They were scoring as many points as anybody. Defensively, not quite as shut down as some other teams. But the Hornets brass decided that this team was not even as exciting as it was. It wasn't constructed for long-term success, so they decided essentially more or less to not completely blow it up, but basically take the centerpiece of it out and see if they could try to rebuild and base it around more Con Knippel and Brandon Miller. So we'll see how that transpires. They've got a lot of flexibility with Diabate, Naz Reid, and a lot the other gentleman, Kalkbrenner. They've got a lot of flexibility in terms of the types of big men that they have, and they've got a lot of different bodies they can throw inside. So we'll see how that has an impact, and we'll see if they're done, if they want to make any more changes before the season starts. But it's going to be a different Hornets team going into this year, and most analysts say that they will not be as effective this coming season as they were at the end of the year last year. So once again, they're going to be struggling, I think, for a playoff spot. But we'll see. Anything can happen. But any other points or anything else y'all got on NBA during the off season?
No, I did think it was interesting that I just broke that, James Harden and the misdemeanor gun charge. I'd actually forgotten about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So and I wonder now, you mentioned that with that, you said it was dismissed, so I wonder if that was what was basically holding up Cleveland.
That would definitely
give you pause.
Yeah, you don't want to pay a guy that he can't play.
Yeah.
And they had the luxury of waiting, and seeing. Hopefully now they can make a decision.
Well, yeah. I was hoping they were going to. There was also talk of a sign and trade and all those. I don't really understand all the nuts and bolts on those, but I would like to see him shipped out of town.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get anywhere. What's he got the most wins? Most wins in the playoffs with no championship. Mm-hmm. It's like he's the guy that's gets fouled a bunch of times and shoots a bunch of free throws, but I just don't think you're going to get anywhere with him. But it seems like he's committed to staying, and the team's committed to restructuring his deal and keeping him there. So.
Who are they going after, though, if they don't keep
I understand. Valid question, but I also understand. Kuminga. No,
no. That's the first thing. I mean, like they got to sign. That's not a.
I understand Tom's point because you're just running back what you've already proven is not going to succeed. So why are you doing it? And every year it seems like James Harden has just further solidified that he's the Peyton Manning of the NBA right now. He is the best regular season player they've got, but his game does not translate to postseason success.
Are they going to beat Wemby?
No.
They beating them.
Are they getting out of the East? Forget Wemby. Are they getting out of the East?
Are they beating Brunson? They beating New York?
Are they beating the 76ers? Are they beating LeBron and Jaylen Brown? And
yeah.
Embiid could be injured. Are they going to beat Philadelphia? No. I think Tom makes a valid point. Cleveland's going to have to. They're going to have to readjust.
They definitely. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You could sign. It's a bunch of kids coming out came out this year, and that didn't get spots, and they're holding spots. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Why not start somebody that you can build your culture around?
Yeah.
Why not get somebody that you can build your culture around?
Yeah, and somebody that you're at least going to attempt to have a future with.
Right.
Not just run back something that again. I hear you. So, all right, when we come back, we'll cover NFL offseason and Major League Baseball and any more that we'll cover as well. You're listening to the Shock Jock Saturday morning, KTC Broadcasting.
Card Guys in Gastonia continues to grow, and now they are a Spartan zero-turn mower dealer. Get your new Spartan mower today from 42 to 72-inch cuts with 0% financing for up to 48 months. And get 0% financing on golf carts. And it's the year-end sale on Polywood. Now 30% off. And get your new trailers, from utility trailers to gooseneck trailers. Plus a huge selection of Liberty Sheds. That's Card Guys, 109 Crowders Creek Road off Highway 321 South Gastonia. Online at CarGuysINC.com. Okay, guys and gals, listen up. You're still not getting it. Now listen. It's not Ronaldo anymore. It's Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia. Yes, they have new ownership. Now you're starting to understand. Their inventory has never been better, with over 500 new Kias, Hondas, and pre-owned inventory on the lot right now. Ask about 0% financing on select units. Now come experience the difference. Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia under new ownership, and they welcome you and your family to take a test drive. Located at 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at ShelbyHonda.com and ShelbyKia.com. If you need some gas lines run, call Today's Pro in Shelby. For residential or commercial, they'll have you hooked up in no time at all. And now's the time to jumpstart maintenance on your gas logs. And they sell famous White Mountain Hearth gas logs with the best prices in town. And don't forget, they fill propane cylinders. For sales and service, see Today's Pro, located at 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-600-8393 and like them on Facebook too. That's Today's Pro.
They've got it all at Boyd's Tire and Appliance and Boyd's Lawn and Garden in downtown Clover. From appliances to lawn mowers by John Deere and Gravely. And right now, get 0% APR financing for 48 months on all Gravely mowers. Plus, see their line of trailers and name brand tires. Boyd's Tire and Appliance and Boyd's Lawn and Garden, 110 North Main Street in Clover. Online at BoydTireandAppliance.com.
Gigantic year-end savings are waiting for you at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment in Forest City. Now the Green Warhawk Heritage Edition zero-turn mower is 50% off MSRP until they sell out. Plus, get a free 6-year warranty. And also take 10% off Husqvarna in-stock chainsaws. Buy a new Bobcat tractor, 2.9% for 120 months. And finally, get up to $10,000 off Bobcat skid steers. Only at Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment, 221 Daniel Road, Forest City.
DeRisi Power Sports is your go-to for ATV and UTV parts, service, and accessories. DeRisi is nationally recognized for building race engines and suspensions. They also perform race bike builds. Stop in today and see Santo and Heather DeRisi. These people know what they're doing, and they're located at 4225 Falston Road in Shelby, or find them online at www.derisiracing.com or call them at 704-538-3512.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Chip in the Game.
Thank you, JP.
You're welcome.
Good. He's doing it purposely now.
He's on us.
Chip in the Game.
He's trolling. Is he trolling?
He's trolling.
Easy there, Darth.
He's definitely trolling.
He's trolling.
Look at that look on his face.
He's enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's feeling his oats, isn't he?
Trust me, I can start spitting off Darth quotes if I need to.
Dude, you're good. You're good.
We know you could.
We want to stay on the air.
Are we going to feel ourselves being choked? Unexplicably.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Well, we can do we can do this college.
Yeah.
Not the AP. I don't think the AP's come.
I don't
up.
see it. I just see the coaches poll. I'm with you,
The
Derek.
coaches polls come out, and they have Ohio State as number 1, and I'm sure Indiana loves that because I think they're gonna like not being as maybe as respected as they should be.
Mhm.
If Ohio State wins the national championship last year, are they number 1 in the AP poll? Absolutely. Indiana wins the national championship, and they're up there. They're 6th. As long as Signetti's there, they're going to be good.
That's crazy to me. They're top heavy. Look at that. They've got the only other team that has more first place votes than them is Ohio State, but they're ranked 6th. It's like it's either feast or famine. You've got the coaches either voting them good or there must not be a lot of other support other than those first place votes.
A lot.
I mean, yeah.
And they lost the landslide.
Including their Heisman winning quarterback.
Yeah, they lost the landslide.
Yeah, but they had a good transfer come in. I can't remember who's going to play quarterback. They did have a kid transfer in. As long as Signetti's there, they're going to have talent.
I think we're going to find out what kind of culture and system that he's got in place, and he's going to have to try to fight off this whole lightning in a bottle argument that you're going to have you're going to have the naysayers say. If he can,
I wonder what kind of trouble we're going to have down here in Louisiana.
Oh gosh,
LSU 13.
It'll be
Alabama 11th.
It'd be a lot of discussions. I mean, Lane Kiffin, he always creates a lot of controversy.
Yeah,
discussion.
He creates headlines one way or the other, right, Ken?
Yeah, exactly. You always have headlines around him.
Yeah, just watch the girls at yoga class, right? Might be down there.
We had a proven coach that did the same things that we got rid of. Why we go get the same person?
Well, did they not bring him back? Is he not the defensive coordinator?
Orgeron,
now?
I think is there. I mean, when he's bringing, he's like bringing his teenage girlfriends to. I mean, it's unbelievable what these guys do, man.
What happens if they start out? Okay, hold on. Let's look at before I start saying ifs and all that. So they open up at Clemson. So
that'll be an.
I've never rooted for Dabo so I'll never root for Dabo so much in my life.
No, but that'll be. I mean, those are two teams that obviously not everybody's sold on based on their rankings.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the rematch of the Battle of Death Valleys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it'll be. Yeah, that was a national championship game not too many years ago.
Yes, that was Joe Burrow's national championship, and Justin Jefferson.
So I think it's intriguing to see which one of these teams is really, the real deal.
You've got that, and then look at week 3.
What we talked about. We just talked about that. The Louisiana Tech game and the McNeese game. Just talking about that last week.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of their schedule looks pretty.
The rest of the schedule looks pretty sound.
But they do have the Benice game and
they always put a JV games on the schedule in the SEC.
And we talked about it last week, and Kevin made a good point about this, and we'll continue to talk about it, I'm sure, throughout the season. But these weeks where these teams play the championship subdivision teams, if you're going to be a Power 4 conference school, and if you want to be eligible for the college football playoffs, I don't think you should be playing these championship subdivision teams. Put yourself. I mean, and that's one. Say what you want to about Notre Dame, but I don't think they've got a championship subdivision.
How much
team.
harder is it, like for LSU to call up? Okay, we're going to play Illinois.
Yes,
we're going to play Stanford.
Right.
Just play a D1 school.
And how difficult is you're considered?
We're going to play NC State.
Yeah, you're considered a Power 4 school. Those conferences, it's not hard for them to collaborate their schedules. It would not be difficult at all. And I'm sorry. And
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you could find another. You don't have to go out and play Penn State or Ohio State. You could play a middle of the road Hey, just call it Purdue. Purdue will come down and play.
Or at the very worst,
tuna games is what.
Right. I mean, you're still going to beat them, but it's not like the talent level at a D1 school is not going to be like I can't remember who Ohio State played last year, but they played some. Gosh, I have to look it up. But I'm like, why are we playing?
Let's see if I can find them.
Ohio State schedule last year.
Yep, I got you. Let me see. Let's look at their schedule. All right, 2025.
They got Ball State.
Yeah, they played. So they had Grambling. They beat Grambling. Look at that. That's your Shelby versus Highland Tech, week 2 for Ohio State, 70-0. They beat Grambling.
Yeah.
And then they play. Now Ohio makes sense. That's an interstate, quote unquote rivalry, so to speak, or good local game.
And Ohio's won the MAC.
Again, fair. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just one of those things where there's Minnesota. Hey, LSU, call up Minnesota. They'll come down and play you.
I'm wondering why they play Grambling when they got Akron. I mean, if they want to,
yes,
they got Akron right there.
It's not. I mean.
And that way, at least when you pay somebody to take a beating, your money stays in state.
That's an argument Tom made last year. It's got sound logic. He convinced me of it. So
you've got Akron. You could play Kent. I mean, I wouldn't even play somebody. Like if I'm Ohio State, I'm gonna call up Chapel Hill. Hey, you guys want to come up and play?
Or even, Kevin will say this, if he was here right now, he would say this. The reason that the in-state, like North Carolina schools won't do that, like the Carolinas or the states, that they won't schedule Appalachian or something, is because they are worried that will be a loss. And that's where, and he's not necessarily wrong. But, I mean, if you can't beat them, you don't need to be worried about trying to get the college football playoff. You don't need to be worried about winning the ACC, much less college football playoff.
And if you look at Ohio State's schedule.
What's my buddy's schedule this year that y'all just,
Who's the?
Jordan's boyfriend.
Oh, it's UNC Carolina.
What's my buddy's schedule?
He's got a lot going on. He's got a GM who's been suspended. He's got his son, who's the defensive coordinator, has got health issues right now. He's on medical leave right now. Let's find out. Let's go teams.
I heard about the GM.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's probably one of the highest paid GMs in college football, and they say
here's your schedule.
Yeah.
Now they open in Ireland against TCU.
TCU.
And they've got East Tennessee State. Then they go to Death Valley. Take on. The
rest of that's pretty tough.
Well, the rest of that's ACC schedule.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame. Notre Dame generally, a lot of they're non-conference. But
as much as they say they're non-conference, if you can win an ACC basketball tournament, then you're conference.
I mean they're classified ACC in every other sport pretty much. So
they did play UConn, which is not.
That's fair. Yeah, that's.
I mean, as of
after playing Miami the week before, Kenny, they need a break. Yeah. They're gonna need a break.
Yeah, they need a big one probably.
Yeah.
In 2029, Ohio State is supposed to play the UNCC 49ers.
Oh, where is it at? Ohio State.
That is.
Are they coming to Jerry Richardson Stadium?
In 2029, Ohio State's non-conference.
They banned
Navy, Charlotte, and Youngstown State.
Wow.
I mean, in 2027 and 2028, they play a home and away with Alabama. But then in 2027, they're going to play New Hampshire. I know why they're playing New Hampshire. Ryan Day went to school there.
Okay.
But still, I don't care if I went to school there. Why are you playing?
At the very worst, again, you look at the championship. These are teams you're not going to be competing against come playoff time. It should not be teams you're putting on your schedule. At the very worst, if you're not going to schedule other Power 4 conferences, you mean your filler non-conference games. You need to be looking at the group of 4 conference teams. The other teams that are going to. And Kevin makes a great point. He talked about it last week. How big are these conferences getting at this point? How can you not fill an entirely conference schedule? I mean, or like we talked same with the high schools. If you need one non-conference game for some flexibility, okay, fine. But the rest, I mean, the SEC, there's no reason that those teams shouldn't be playing all the conference opponents.
Okay, unlike college.
Yep.
High school, when you got county rep, like
yeah.
If you're from Cleveland County,
right?
You want to have those 4 games,
yeah,
or those 3 games.
Sure.
You definitely want to.
There's more of a valid argument for that. I would agree wholeheartedly. And again, I don't think conferences necessary. Well, Tom's point about conferences going back to high school making sure that teams you've got to help these teams make sure to get matchups that they need. So, but the same thing.
I think they done pretty good with. I will give them some credit. The 5th and 6A conference that Crest played in.
Yes.
Very good conference. It's Murder's Row.
Yeah.
So I think they did a good job in that conference. What we thought they was going to take out of the Shelby and Burns conference was they was going to add more Lincoln teams.
Right.
And take out the smaller Gaston County teams. But they didn't.
Right.
I guess they just couldn't find a way to get somebody close enough for those smaller Gaston County teams to play.
They didn't look hard enough, but that's in my opinion. But look, going back to college.
It's just I agree. Just if you got 16 teams in the conference, why are you playing?
Yes.
JV teams.
Right, and I mean this whole, and I know this is probably something because we talked about this whole college football expansion thing. And I brought it up last week, and I will. This will be my thesis anyway. When you're fighting to be the 13th or 14th ranked, or to be the 12th ranked team to get into the playoff, and you want to make an argument that you deserve to be, no, sorry, get it. If you're outside the top 10, you be grateful that you're getting in the college football playoff. Okay,
wasn't Miami like the 10th seed and they won it?
Miami
was maybe the last team in, and they won it, Chip. Last year.
They didn't win. They didn't win the college football playoff.
I mean,
they got into the championship game. Yeah, I'm with.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't
got into the championship game.
But that's also and I understand if you're a top 10, that's fine. But Miami did get on a run, but no, I have a hard time sitting here saying we got to get 16 or 20 teams in here. No, sorry, get out of here.
You never know, man. You might have some injuries early in the year, and it kind of puts you behind, and then So,
yeah.
I mean,
then you don't need to be in the playoff.
Yeah, because those injuries cause your year not to be as good as you needed to be.
And another team had a better year. Yeah,
but I don't mind a team getting in there that came on late. I think 12 is a good number.
I agree, and I will argue this until I'm blue in the face as well. That what we talked about last week, what Tom's talked about for multitude of years now with this 12-team playoff, and Kevin mentioned it last week that they're not going to do automatic bids for the first round bye, and it's a piece of cake that there's a simple answer out there with the Power 4 conference championships. That way the conference championships don't have any bearing on whether you get into the playoff or not, as they shouldn't. If you're successful enough to get into the conference championship and you end up losing that game, that should not be a penalty against you getting in. The ACC's own bylaws is what messed things up last year. In regards to whether people thought Miami should be in there or not.
Miami defeated Texas A&M, the 7th seed, defeated Ohio State, the 2 seed, defeated Ole Miss, the 6th seed, before they lost the national championship game.
Yeah.
So, I think letting in some of those teams that maybe are a little bit lower seed, I don't really have a problem with that. But, no, I don't think we need a 24 team.
Right.
12 seems to be a pretty good number.
Do we need 64 in basketball?
No.
Basketball's a different animal, though. And the upset's so much easier in basketball than it is in football.
And you can play
That's not the question.
You can play
we need 64 in basketball.
You need, you can play 2 games in a weekend in basketball.
Right. It's easier for them to come back and play 2 games in a weekend versus football. That I don't have a problem. And it's you're trying. Unfortunately, that's an apples and oranges comparison because it's different sports. You can't tack on as a regular season schedule in the playoffs for these guys.
Sometimes basketball's 3 games a week.
Right, yeah.
So they can.
But I think 64 is fine. I don't like the 68, play in and all that.
Oh, they're going beyond that next. What are they doing next year? 72 or what?
72. I don't like
something.
That.
They're
doing 72 next year.
They're at least. They're expanding. If not this year, the following year.
More hot dogs.
That's right.
Yep. That's what it would be. That was my point.
Gambling.
How big is big enough? I understand.
Gambling.
So
yes.
Gambling.
Yeah. So if you expand it, the NCAA is going to make more money, and this is what the NCAA is about. It's not about giving these college kids a a platform. It's about how many dollars in money revenue they can create. So that was my point on whether. So you think that was the point I was making was this is about money. If they can get more playoff games in, they can pull more fans to the stadiums, more people watching on the TV stream, and create more revenue for the NCAA. They're not going to look at whether it's going to be healthy for these guys to play another whole set.
There'll be buys.
Yeah.
The question will be: is it they'll balance that with is it healthy enough that we can get away with it? That's
right.
what they'll so they can try to save face. And I agree with your argument. I don't necessarily know if I think it's the right thing to do, but I agree that
no. I'm not saying it's the right thing.
It's the reality.
It's reality.
I'm with you.
They're looking at how much money they can create out of it.
NCAA Division I men's and women's basketball tournaments will officially expand from 68 to 76 teams starting next year.
76. Wow.
Why don't we just go to 100? Let's just do 100.
The whole top 100 in there.
Just put it that way. Makes the RPI a whole lot less valuable at that point. We'll have the 101st ranked team. We deserve a shot at the national championship. But no, looking at the rankings for college football, top again Ohio State right now. This is preseason, obviously. Ohio State, Oregon second, Georgia third, Texas fourth. Let's see what Arch Maney can do. Notre Dame is fifth. Everybody's very high on the Irish so far, what I've heard from the analysts going into the season. Defending champions Indiana sixth, ACC champs Miami seventh, or excuse me, ACC representative in the playoffs Miami seventh, not champions. But Texas A&M eighth, Oklahoma ninth. David Potter, how do you feel about that? Ole Miss 10th. That's the game of the year. Week 3, Ole Miss versus the Lane Kiffins, Lane Kiffin State University. That you've got.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Ole Miss is gonna come in with a bad attitude.
What happens? I'm going to be rooting so much for Dabo week 1. What happens if they open up and they play Louisiana Tech week 2? What happens if they open up 1-2? If LSU opens up 1-2, what are they? I mean. Who's calling for Lane's head at that point? But at this point, I don't think he really cares that much.
I called for Lane's head when they
hired him. Yeah, right.
I had a whole big rant all last season about Lane Kiffin and he's making these big rants, and then he got on his tough guys.
What was your saying? Got to let him go, Kip. What was you saying?
You ain't that tough.
You ain't that tough, Kip. That's right. So Alabama is in 11th. Texas Tech, LSU is right there in unlucky 13th. USC, BYU, Michigan, Penn State, UT, Washington, and SMU round out the top 20. Utah, Iowa, Clemson, Houston, and Missouri rounds out the preseason top 25 for college football. So that's what we're looking at there. First. Looking at the opening week, when is it week 0? Week 1 is the weekend. August 22nd through the 7th. So we're 2 weeks from today. So when North Carolina versus TCU at Aviva Stadium in Dublin, Ireland.
Aviva.
That's get the luck of the eye. So we're going to get to see the risk. Global domination or national domination map. I need Kevin to bring that back up. If North Carolina beats TCU, North Carolina will own all of Ireland at least to start the season off. So
they played each other last year.
I think so. That must be one of their agreements.
Remember, because Carolina went down the field, scored, got up 7-0. Then they end up getting beat like 49.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, this is the Belichick era has arrived," and it ended 5 minutes into the first quarter.
Listen. The opening drive went but I was thinking, wow, this might be a national. But it wasn't 5 minutes later. I was changing my mind.
I was like, ooh.
And I really thought that
Michael Jordan was jumping in the stands.
If UNC Charlotte was going to get them, that was the year they were going to get them.
Yeah.
They had them in Charlotte, and they got beat by like 3 touchdowns still to that crappy team. That's how bad Charlotte was last year.
Yeah, Kevin was right in front of the
be much better this year.
Celebrity suite there. You had LT, Jordan was there, Randy Moss,
James Worthy.
They were all there. He said, "I'm sure the beer was flowing like wine up in that booth."
So why is the GM at Carolina in trouble?
We don't know. There's apparently been an HR complaint. The news that
can't keep his hands off the girl.
We don't. Yeah, that has not been confirmed nor denied right now. But he's on administrative leave. They're not releasing due to their respect to the confidentiality of the investigation. But what few rumors we've heard is that there's an HR complaint.
Not only is it a woman, it's a HR, one of the HR.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. What did I say last week? Stand by my statement. Chuck Edwards is another good example. Congressman, Western North Carolina. He's not running for re-election for the same thing. It's like, guys, if you're over 50 and you're still like that, write a check. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. All these dum-dums go out and they do all this stupid stuff, man. It's just like, look, man, if you can't help yourself, if you just can't help yourself, there's people who will offer those services for reasonable prices. For God's sake, go to a massage parlor. God
well, it's like I heard somebody make the statement about Lombardi. He says he's incompetent and ignorant, and it's probably pretty.
It's like, dude, man. It's like, no, unless you got like big money or something like that, you're not going like Bill Belichick. Like he got big money, so he got him a little 25-year-old girlfriend or whatever. That's rare, though, guys. Don't think, man, Bill Belichick's in his 70s, got him a 20-year-old. I think that's what I'm going to go do.
He's also got 7 Super Bowls, or 6.
It's just like, dude, and he's embarrassing himself by, what this, I'm going to a cheer competition when I'm supposed to be looking at film. I mean, he's just embarrassing himself anyway. I like I said, man,
we're on to the cheer competition.
I'm just saying, man. Just look, man. Just go to the massage parlor somewhere.
We're supposed to be doing a double.
Check.
He's got. Kevin says it needs to be cash. You don't want a paper trail, Tom.
like Chuck Edwards don't have enough. You got to harass your staff. You're gonna right there in front of everybody, like these people do. Like what's the dum up in Michigan? That got fired. The coach. What was the name of the coach?
Oh, Harbaugh. No, not Harbaugh.
Sharon Moore.
Yeah.
Moore.
Yeah.
It's like and he had a beautiful little wife.
Yeah.
And kids and all this stuff.
Belichick needs to listen to one of his guys. He needs to listen to Randy Moss. Straight cash, homie.
Find you an
out. Belichick ain't having no problem.
He ain't the one having a problem.
He ain't having a problem.
Well,
he got in-house.
He got in-house.
No, but I mean, he found a girl who's gonna use him, which is he's fine with being used.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
you ever heard that song? Don't.
I mean,
keep on using me.
A guy that's old, that old. It's just
until
like
you use me up.
I'm gonna let the young girl use me because she makes me feel good. Whatever. I mean,
But I understand your point. You talked about it a couple weeks ago, Will, or maybe last week. But like this mentality, how it takes a special type of, and Ken, you talk about the quote
what
you
makes
just heard.
You think you're going to get away with it?
It takes a special type of ignorance and arrogance combined to think that you're that invincible, especially in today's age. I mean,
when everything's right here in your face.
Yeah, or on your phone. And women,
right here.
And there are women now. They know they've got outlets. They are empowered, and they're not afraid of calling you out on inappropriate behavior, and they shouldn't be. And so what gives you this air, and it's prevalent mostly in major sports, and I will say heavily prevalent in the bigger football cultures, you just think you can get away with anything, that you're bulletproof.
And I think people might think that's happening more now. No, I think it's been going on for years.
No, it's been going on for years. It's just right here in your face.
Oh,
now.
the behavior?
Everything is.
It's rampant now. It's been going on for decades. It's just now it's coming. It's same thing with any type of abuse of power. Now it's harder to hide it because everything's filmed. Everything's on social media. Nothing's private.
If you think it's private, somebody's seeing it.
That's exactly right.
It is.
Or tracking it.
Yeah.
You're not. Nothing you do, nothing you search is private.
If you go outside your house, you've been on a camera 5 times before you get to your car.
If you're inside your house,
I'm just saying. Once you leave outside your house, you done been on somebody 5 different ring cams before you get to your car.
Right.
To go wherever you're going. So
I'm just saying, man, it's just like find something else, man.
Yeah.
I just don't get it, man. I mean, you're going to get caught.
Yeah.
It's like the congressman and your staffer. What do you think's going to happen?
Right.
I mean, it's just like, what do you think?
What do you think? What is the end result of this?
You're 65 years old with a comb over, and you think a 25-year-old girl's going to like you. That's what I'm just saying. These guys are just like, you're delusional, man. It's like you're just delusional.
No lies detected.
I'm just gonna say, man. It's just like, yeah, man. I'm gonna go to Hollywood and get one of these, multi-million-dollar actors. I'm gonna get Taylor Swift and leave Travis Kelce from me. Man. It's like, what do these guys think, man? What's going through your tiny little mind?
Travis Kelce hit a home run, though. By the way. Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Go ahead, Tom. I'm good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess you did.
It's pretty bad. Pretty bad when your wife makes Travis Kelce's salary look poor. Look low.
I mean, I'm just saying, man. It's just like, dude. Sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, this is where I am in life. Okay, and I have to be satisfied with that. But I guess they just feel like they had the privilege to do so. So and we're all speculation. We don't know what this guy at Carolina did yet. We don't know what he did, but. If he looked at Bill Belichick and said, "Me too,"
he didn't look at the line that Bill Belichick took, because Bill Belichick brought his with him. He found him one.
Right, but what he's thinking, what this guy's probably thinking is, I'll just flirt with these young girls and they'll just come calling. It's like no. I mean, Bill Belichick's a unicorn, dude. I mean, he did win God knows how many Super Bowls. I mean, right now he's kind of like a broken down old man, but that doesn't matter. I mean, he still got
he got Miss Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, he got Miss Jordan, and she's beautiful. And
there's still part of me. He's not, and he has not let go of trying to reestablish his reputation as a coach, because he still wants to go after the all-time NFL wins record. He's not let that go yet.
He ain't gonna come back to that.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. It does not look good right now, but don't tell him that. He's still got that. If I was as close as he was, I need 1 or 2 more, middle 500 seasons, and I'm there. I'd have a hard time swallowing that pill, saying I couldn't get there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll see.
He ain't going back.
This first year at North Carolina was not a successful venture in reestablishing.
It's not going to be successful this year either.
No, we're not with it. There's more news going on off the field with that program than there's on the field, and that's not a good sign. So we're going to take a break. We might touch on NFL briefly and then cover baseball as we wrap up the show. And you're listening to Shock Jock Saturday morning, KTC Broadcasting.
Get ready, Kings Mountain. The 27th Annual Beach Blast Festival, presented by Metcon, is making waves Saturday, August 22nd, 12 noon till 9 p.m. at Patriots Park. Enjoy live music from the Swingin' Medallions, River Mist, the Castaways, Jim Quick and Coastline, Too Much Sylvia on Friday night, and bring the whole family for the watermelon eating contest. Splash Pad Fun, Golf Cart Parade, Beach Ball Drop, Pirate Port, the Kids Pavilion, rides, inflatables, delicious food, and so much more. Celebrate summer and America's 250th anniversary in Kings Mountain. Visit KingsMountainEvents.com for more details. Don't miss the biggest beach party of the year. Looking for a carport or garage? Then check out the deals on Heritage Steel this month at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. This month, take 20% off fully enclosed garages, 18% off carports priced over $10,000, and take 15% off 5x6 greenhouses. And ask about military and first responder discounts. And ask how you can be the winner of a 55-inch TV. Get a ticket to win for every $500 you spend. And for every like or share on Facebook, get 1 ticket. And for every Google review, get 5 tickets. No purchase necessary. At Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com.
Join us for our live Sunday morning worship services on WHS. It's the Sunday morning worship service from Calvary Baptist Church in Shelby, and on WCSL, it's the Sunday morning worship service from First Baptist Church in Cherryville.
It's time to ride red and ride into Honda Motorcycles of Shelby and ride out on your brand new Honda bike, side-by-side, or four-wheeler. You know, deer season, it's just around the corner. Get your four-wheeler today. And be sure to see the brand new 2026 Honda Pioneer 1000 side by side. And ask about Honda bonus bucks, up to $3,000 available. Come on in for all the details. Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard. Online at HondaMotorcyclesofShelby.com. Sure, accidents happen, and if it happens to you, Cherry Auto Paint and Body Shop in Cherryville is there to help. Sherry Schrum invites you to see them for your auto paint and body repair needs. And yes, they do insurance work as well. Your automobile will be looking good as new, so race on in to Cherry Auto Paint and Body Shop, 7445 Dallas Cherryville Highway, right outside of Cherryville. Call 704-435-9241. Like them on Facebook, too. Card Guys in Gastonia continues to grow, and now they are a Spartan zero-turn mower dealer. Get your new Spartan mower today from 42 to 72-inch cuts with 0% financing for up to 48 months. And get 0% financing on golf carts. And it's the year-end sale on Polywood, now 30% off. And get your new trailers, from utility trailers to gooseneck trailers, plus a huge selection of Liberty Sheds. That's Card Guys, 109 Crowder Creek Road off Highway 321 South Gastonia. Online at CardGuysINC.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Chip in the Game.
He's sticking to his guns. Thank you, JP. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again as we're wrapping up another Saturday morning Shock Joxx Sports Talk here. Tom Cinefani, Will Boykins, Ken Link. I'm Chip Carter. Has the Carolina Panthers ever been in the Hall of Fame game before this weekend? Before this week?
That's a good question.
I don't know if they've ever been.
No, I don't think.
I think this is the first time they've ever been.
Yeah.
Had a come from behind victory. Hopefully that's not the high point of the season. Scored a touchdown, I think, in the last drive.
They did.
By their was the backup quarterback.
Very good game.
Yeah, Hayes, Kaiser, undrafted.
Kenny Pickett got to play a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he started,
Yeah.
but Hayes, Kaiser is their third quarterback and was an undrafted rookie. He finished. He played 2.5 quarters.
Georgia
And
Tech.
he ran in the winning touchdown as time expired.
Yeah, but I guess bigger news for the Carolina Panthers is Kuechly getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yes,
Yeah,
congratulations
that was a big
to Luke.
deal.
Yeah, so
he
congratulations
obviously deserved.
to Kuechly and really
I
good
didn't
guy.
get to see who told Kuechly. Was it Steve Smith?
I think it was Julius Peppers.
Peppers.
Oh, correction, Ken. The Carolina Panthers, this is their second Hall of Fame game that they played in. They played their inaugural season. Their first game was against the other expansion team that year, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Hall of Fame game.
I think I vaguely remember that.
In 1995. So, and they're undefeated in the Hall of Fame game. Can we make the Hall of Fame game a regular season game for the Panthers, please?
Let's do it.
I make a motion for that.
You know, they have just about – they didn't really lose a lot, did they? They didn't really lose a lot from that team last year that won the division.
No,
I mean, they won the division at 8-9. They won the division.
They've made some good additions. Again, they've had a couple injuries already early this year, but they've had.
They make some additions.
Their roster,
but a lot
roster's better this year.
A lot of the forecasters have them last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like a 6-11 record and things like that, and just the
Well,
level of disrespect that Carolina is getting.
And I understand it until they prove they can do better, they're not going to get the respect.
I don't see them right now being ranked above the Falcons. The Falcons are going to have quarterback issues. Whether Penix is getting healthy, and then they've got Tua Tagovailoa. I can't even say the name. Tua. They've got Tua.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I think it's Tua Tagovailoa.
Very good, Tom. Closer than any of us did. Yeah, easy for you to say.
Tua Tagovailoa.
That division is up for grabs. I'll give you that.
Right.
But I think Carolina's got just a good chance to the other three in there to win it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's see how successful Baker Mayfield is as a quarterback when Mike Evans isn't on the field.
Baker Mayfield's probably not going to be with Tampa Bay this year. Oh God!
I know. Now I know
the
they're in a
contract saga. He doesn't have a deal, and he's upset. And basically, I think he wants out. He wants out.
I know he's frustrated now. But is he signed through this year, or is he currently a free agent?
I think he's signed through this year.
I think he's signed through this year, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but he wants. I think he wants a new contract.
Yes, and he's already said he does say he's felt disrespected by the Buccaneers, but I don't know if necessarily sitting out is the solution.
I don't know necessarily know why he would feel disrespected by the Buccaneers, because if it hadn't been for the Buccaneers, he wouldn't
Right.
Yeah, they one gave him opportunity.
They the one that redrew.
And at the end of the season, I know he was playing hurt last year, and
Mm-hmm.
he had some issues. So I don't.
Again, let's see how good that offense is without Mike Evans in it.
Yeah, Evans makes a big difference.
It just depends on what they picked up, and I know they went after some of the speedier guys that were in the draft this year at wide receiver.
And maybe, if they've got more speed, maybe. But it's going to be.
Mike Evans was a sure. He's a Jason Witten at the receiver spot.
Yeah.
He was a walk-in first down. He was a walk-in possession. You know, he throw it up. He was a guaranteed catch.
He was. Yeah, that's. I mean,
looks,
that's a good safety blanket to have at a receiver.
Right.
And I would say Mike Evans is more than just a safety blanket, though. But I mean, he talent.
Me personally, he ran great routes.
Andre, I want you to hear this right now.
He ran. Of course, he needs to hear it. He ran great routes. He was a great route runner, but he was not like.
He's physically imposing as a receiver.
He's not a Dante Adams.
No. I mean, I wouldn't say. But you're saying Devontae Adams has been arguably the best receiver at that position he was arguably the best receiver at his position. I'm not saying it, but that's not.
I'm just saying. You want me to make? You didn't want me to make the Witten.
There's a big difference in Devontae Adams and Jason Witten. With all due respect to Jason Witten, great tight end, but what I'm saying was Witten's role was to be that constant. I don't care if it took him 15 minutes to get to that spot. You knew he was going to be there, and you knew he was going to make that possession catch. I would stretch to say Mike Evans is more than a possession receiver, though.
Oh yeah, he's a threat.
Well, they say they may use the franchise tag on Mayfield, and I think that he went public. I remember reading a little bit about it. Basically, I think he accused the Buccaneers organization of being cheap. Basically, is what they said, and of course, they're not going to appreciate that. There's a nose tackle. They've got a good nose tackle that's underpaid. I can't remember his name too, but there's a couple of their key players that they don't seem to want to pay. And Mayfield hits the open market in I think 2027. They may franchise tag him this year. I think his last year was his lowest production as a Buck.
Right. I mean,
But he did. But it's what he's always done, just like he was in Cleveland. He tries to play hurt. Because he's not the biggest guy, I think he's got a little bit of a John Wayne type attitude. He can play through all this, and he's not going to be hurt. And you can't hurt me and all that. But he's just never gotten, even though he's in his 30s now, he never really got over that mentality that he has something to prove about his toughness.
Right.
And I don't think he's got anything more to prove about his toughness.
Yeah.
I think what happens is he gets his feelings hurt, and then he runs his mouth.
Yeah.
And he's not as bad as he used to be, but that's just what he does.
That's what he got to prove about his toughness.
He
keep his mouth.
He constantly plays with a chip on his shoulder, and
he just can't. Like
just go play.
He's got talent, and I think he's definitely got some charisma too. And it's just, I think he's a good leader when he's on the field and he's playing. But when
he seems to have the respect of the locker room.
When he gets his feelings hurt, that's when he opens up that mouth, and it's just And I guess it's one of those where the teams don't feel like he's the $55 million guy. Right. Like he's the $35 million.
Yes, and he's not proven otherwise yet. He's a good quarterback. I would not say. Do you win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield?
He feels like he deserves upper echelon.
He wants Super Bowl quarterback money. Well, you've not proven you're a Super Bowl quarterback. I'm sorry.
I know he's one of those guys. Can help you, but can he get you all the way?
Say a $35 million salary is being grossly underpaid. It's very dumb.
That's a problem. That's a problem in and of itself, right there.
Yeah.
So you're not Patrick Mahomes, buddy. You're not going to get paid like Patrick Mahomes.
You don't have not one Super Bowl.
So I tell you the team we talked about it briefly last week who really they were Kevin's team last year, and I think they look even more intimidating this year. You got a defensive line that includes Myles Garrett, and you've got Aaron Donald working out to come out of retirement for the Los Angeles Rams, that's a scary combination. Because most of the time, those two guys have been used to being on a line where they knew they were going to be the guy who was double-teamed all game long. Well, how are you going to double-team both of them? So, and Sean McVay said he saw Aaron Donald work out this past week, said he looked impressive. Now, of course, any coach is going to say that about a guy. But
no, I've seen.
You've seen him too, haven't you?
I've seen some of the stuff.
Obviously,
I've seen some of the stuff he do.
If he can still do it.
Yes. No. I'm talking about what he's doing.
Yeah.
I've seen some
physically wise, he looks like he's in shape. Yeah.
I've seen the workout videos. So.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you got.
But now he does that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like those workouts and how he work out. He's done that stuff his whole career. But this, I mean, to the average man, would be very difficult.
There's a reason why he retired, though.
Yeah, there is.
I mean,
it's
some
not
guys,
what he used to be.
Just because you got some gym muscles don't mean you want to go get hit every play. Because when you're on the defensive line, man, you can't.
Oh, that's the trenches right there. That's where it's all won and lost right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he some of these guys, they've had good careers, they've made lots of money, and they're not dumb. I mean, it's a dangerous game, man. It's a violent game. So, I mean, I you know what? I don't really know much about him personally, though, like wife and kids and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's a life after football.
Right.
You know, do you want to put yourself in that in there?
Part of it for him, I mean, he retired once he got the Super Bowl ring. Once the Rams retired, he was like, "I've done it. I'm good with this. I'm ready to go on." It seems like from what the reports have said, his big motivation right now, he says, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be able to be on the same defensive line as probably the feared defensive lineman of the game right now.
Yeah.
And I can see that being a motivation.
And if he is anywhere close to how motivated, what kind of game shape is he going to be in 2 or 3 years from retirement? I get that argument. But if he's anywhere close to what he was previously, and he didn't have much drop off the year he retired. That last year, he was still the premier defensive tackle in the game at that point. And if he's anywhere close to that with Garrett on the outside, this defense is going to be fun to watch.
All he would have to do is push the middle, and from what I can see, he can. Definitely, just with the training or whatever, I definitely can push the middle.
Yeah, so interesting to see that as well. Tommy, looks like they're giving Deshaun and Shador equal reps as QB1 in Cleveland. So
I don't even I listen to some of their podcasters. It's just hard to listen to. I mean, this team's going to win if they're lucky 5 games.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really have. I mean, they talk about their wide receiver room, and they talk about they may be the, they may shock the world. I'm not saying that's not a game being played, but playing against each other is not really. I don't think all that in there. Well, he's making some great throws in these. It's like, come on, man. It's practice, man. It's like you don't know what's going to happen once they get out there and. Even in the preseason, it's hard to tell. So we'll see week 1. I mean, I can't remember who they. Seems like they have some divisional games early.
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, how Shador's going to hold up, and I think Shador's going to be the man. It's like they cannot put Deshaun Watson back out on that football field after what he has done to that he has wrecked that franchise directly and indirectly. You're not going to put him back on the field.
If Shador struggles, though, I'm curious what they'll do. I agree with you. I think that's the route to go week 1. But if he struggles, I don't know what.
You're going to bring in Deshaun Watson. You're going to bring in a guy that's.
I'm not saying it's a great answer. I'm just wondering what they do.
Yeah. Is that not?
I'd rather see.
Have it not been Deshaun's room to lose?
What's that?
Have it not been Deshaun's room to lose?
I don't
know if they would say, with as much as he's been injured, I don't know if I'd say that.
I wouldn't even put him on the field. I mean, I'd let Taylor Green play before I'd let Deshaun Watson play. I'm just not letting him play. I mean, I know they can't cut him. They can't trade him. You know what I mean? It's just like,
what did they do with
Gabriel still on the team?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they just don't. Is Joe Flacco in the league this year? Is he coming back to Cleveland again?
I don't know if he's.
No, he left y'all though. Y'all sent him away. Y'all sent him
to the.
He's the backup for the Bengals. He's still back. He's backing up Joe Burrow.
Is he still the Bengals? Good old Joe, man.
Yeah,
So
good backup.
Will, with any news on the Packers? What is Micah Parsons' timeline? How's he looking? Have you heard anything?
So he
about
worked out the other day with. Well, not worked out. He ran with the team the other day. He ran with the defensive lineman. Did know none of the drills, but he did do some of the sprints and warm up and stretch. Tucker Kraft is back. He's been in full practices. He's took most of the snaps at tight end, but with the first team. Him and Musgrave will be running that side of the ball. Christian Watson is going to be the number one for Green Bay this year. Number 2 is going to be Jaden Reed. And number 3 is going to be Golden. And there's a little bit of a battle from that part in a six-man wide receiver room.
Yeah.
But offensive line, as far as Packers go, it's got some depth, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That's the next where defense looks really good. Corners are flying around. The only one that's really Nixon was getting eat up a little bit by Christian Watson, but everybody else he covered, he was taking good care of, and it's not a whole lot of people that can cover Christian Watson. So, when they did one-on-ones, the only one that was really getting him was Christian Watson. So Nixon's looking pretty good. That defensive front is going to be, especially when Parsons get back. Van Der Esch is back. He's been working out in practices and everything. But that defense front is going to be really, really. It's going to be really good when Parsons get back, but it's going to be good to start of the season.
Even before
they
that.
got some interior push
Is Parsons' injuries like they were last year? Is that what he's still trying to get over?
The one that took him out.
ACL.
The ACL took him out. He had the surgery and everything.
They're saying he might be back against the Cowboys. Ironically, he might be back for the Cowboys.
That's the game that they're
kind of targeting.
I got you.
Yeah, it's between that one and the Chicago game.
Yeah, guys, we're going to take one more quick break real quick, and then we'll wrap up, talk about baseball, and then we'll wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere. We're listening to Shock Joxx, Saturday Morning Sports Talk, KTC Broadcasting.
KTC Broadcasting continues to celebrate our country's 250th birthday. We're giving away $250 shopping sprees at 4 of our local merchants. Register to win at Bridges Hardware on West King Street in Kings Mountain, at the Pancake House on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Scoop-A-Doodle Ice Cream Shop on College Avenue in Boiling Springs, at All Care Insurance on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Love's Fish Box on Shelby Road in Kings Mountain, at Shelby Hardware, South Lafayette Street, Shelby, Parker Farm Service on Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain, Kimball's Furniture on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, the Chuck Wagon Grill on Highway 27 East in Lincoln, and at Shelby Honda, Highway 74 East in Shelby. The drawing will be held Friday, August 28th. Register today in our 250th birthday celebration giveaway.
You always feel better and look better with a clean haircut, and so will your lawn. To get that professional clean cut, call the Yard Barber at 704-751-2314. The Yard Barber does all types of lawn maintenance, including weed eating, edging, grass cutting, mulch, rock and flower bed maintenance, bush and tree maintenance, weed killer for flower beds, driveways, and sidewalks. Also leaf, tree, and bush removal. Prices range from $25 to $65 depending upon size and condition. Get a clean cut today. Call the Yard Barber, 704-751-2314. That's 704-751-2314. It's the 34th annual Hot Nights, Cool Rides in Forest City, Friday and Saturday, August 14th and 15th. It'll kick off Friday, August 14th with a cruise-in from 6 to 9 and the music of Ocean Boulevard. Then on Saturday, it's the big car show from 9 till 8. Show cars will line the streets. There will be food trucks. And be sure to visit Vendor Alley. Award ceremony at 6 p.m. Hot Nights, Cool Rides, August 14th and 15th in Forest City. Y'all come. It'll be fun.
Country Countdown.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as we count down the week's top 30 with my co-host Chase Matthew, who's playing stadiums this summer.
Man, it's going to be so great. I've never played a stadium, so this is going to be pretty wild, you know. It just feels different, sounds different, you know.
That's Chase Matthew this week on Country Countdown USA.
Wednesday at 1 p.m. on WCSL 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Okay, guys and gals, listen up. You're still not getting it. Now listen. It's not Ronaldo anymore. It's Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia. Yes, they have new ownership. Now you're starting to understand. Their inventory has never been better, with over 500 new Kias, Hondas, and pre-owned inventory on the lot right now. Ask about 0% financing on select units. Now come experience the difference. Shelby Honda and Shelby Kia under new ownership, and they welcome you and your family to take a test drive. Located at 4421 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at shelbyhonda.com and shelbykia.com. It's all new at McGinnis Furniture in downtown Cherryville. New Italian leather sofas. You've got to come experience the ride with power headsets producing zero gravity. And they're available in gray and tan. Let Hubert McGinnis demonstrate one for you, but better yet, try it out for yourself. And McGinnis Furniture carries a full line of sofas, chairs, recliners, and more. Ask about financing. Delivery is available. See the new Italian leather sofas today at McGinnis Furniture, 303 East Main Street, downtown Cherryville.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Chip and the gang.
Thank you, JP. There we go.
So it always gets more and more fun as the show goes on.
We learn more during the breaks than we do during the show sometimes,
we
guys.
do.
So, all right, last segment here, baseball. Any major news or anything y'all wanted to cover? I'm looking just bringing up the standings.
Well, Cleveland got swept by the Mets at home, and the Twins have now caught them. But you know, we traded. I think got a pitcher. We traded Naylor. Got a pitcher. They're wasting their time.
Yeah, it's the American League is they are quadruple A baseball this year. It looks like.
Yeah,
right?
I remember y'all was picking at me. We was down on the bottom.
And speaking of,
we in number 2.
The American League, a local product, Dalton Pence in the Texas Ranger organization.
That's cool.
Was recently promoted to AAA, and
very cool.
Last night on the mound, 5 scoreless innings, only 2 hits, struck out 5. Got the win.
That's good.
AAA.
Well done. That's pretty high class stuff right there.
They got him rated as their 8th overall prospect. The Texas Rangers do.
Wow.
Lefty.
Mm-hmm. See if we can be looking at the wild card right now. So going back to the stand, let me go back to the standings right now. If the playoffs start today in the American League, Tampa Bay, Chicago White Sox, and the Astros are your division winners. Looking at the wild card right now, the Yankees look like, although they are in neutral offensively right now, they're missing basically their 3, 4, and 5 hitters injured. Now they did trade for probably the best bat on the trade market this before the trade deadline earlier this week, but they Judge is out, and they don't know. I mean, now it's starting to look like whether Judge going to be able to return before the end of the season. He got a better report this week. But and he was able to start. I think the doctors released him to start doing light activity. But Stanton's out as well, and then Bellinger went down with a hamstring injury about a week ago. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks. So that's your 3, 4, 5 hitters right there. Other than Ben Rice, Ben Rice has been a pleasant surprise for them. They're all-star, second-year all-star. But they even struggling. Their pitching staff has done their job this year, and they look like they're getting some more arms back. Carlos Rodon is beginning his rehab assignment here soon. So but the team that's been on the move the past month or so has been their arch enemy, the Boston Red Sox. Yes, they are moving. They
are red hot.
They're within a half a game of the Yankees now, and that was at one point I think the Yankees were almost double-digit games in front of them. Yeah, so that's now.
And as you was going through the Yankees, your guys, you was going through their injuries. These guys is playing with some reserves right now.
Well, and they probably got the best catching trades. They traded with division rival Baltimore to get Adley Hutchinson to be a catcher, which could be a huge addition for them. They've had 2 But they set their franchise record for a win streak, I think, about a couple weeks ago. Got up to 15. I think a 15-game win streak. Look right now, they're at 9 games. They've got a 9-game win streak right now. So.
And they got a bunch of guys that's batting that are not home run kings. But they can put the ball in play.
It's
and
that's the Blue Jays of last year.
Yeah, if you can put the ball in play, that makes you may be running one base at a time, but everybody's putting the ball in play and you getting a run.
Basically, it's the 3 best teams arguably in the American League are all in the AL East with the Yankees, Red Sox, and the Rays. But then you've got the Rangers are the last wild card. Yankees and Red Sox are second and third in the AL East. They're the first 2 wild card teams. Rangers are the last wild card team. But the Twins and the Guardians both just a half game off the pace for that last wild card spot. So it looks like, and then you've got the Orioles and the Tigers 2 games back, the Mariners 2.5, and even the Blue Jays only 3.5 games back. So looking at, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like as of this week, you've got 6 teams at 500 and better in the American League. Meanwhile, going over to the senior circuit, as we look at their standings, the Braves continue to lead the AL East. They've kind of righted the ship a little bit. It looks like they've stretched out. The Phillies were hot there for a little bit, but they've cooled off since the All-Star break. That lead for the Braves is built back up to 8.5 in the AL East, or the NL East. The Milwaukee Brewers, still a lot of folks are upset. Well, for multiple reasons, but the Tarek Skubal sweepstakes. Obviously, they went to the Great Satan that is the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I don't look fine. And I'm the last one in this room. Everybody knows who my team is. Everybody knows in the early 2000s what we would do. I get this.
Okay,
I'm just that's all you got for him. That's all the Tigers. Everybody's complaining about the Tigers. This is the best that you got for him. These 2, you didn't have a top 5 prospect in that trade. I think they've got 2 top 10s. I think they got their 8th and their 10th prospect from the Dodgers. I'm like, that's the best you could do. It's like they didn't listen to anybody else.
Yeah, the Cy Young winner, and you can't get any more than that.
There's argument. I mean, there were people making arguments the Brewers could have had a better package to offer them, and everybody was hoping to see Skubal, or not everybody, but a lot of the folks were hoping to see Skubal go to the Brewers. Can you imagine Mizorowski and Skubal having to take them on, face those guys 3 times in a 5-game series or 4 times in a 7-game series?
Yeah.
That could have been a huge advantage for the Brewers in the playoffs. But the Brewers do remain in the lead in the NL Central, the most competitive division in baseball this year.
You called it the senior league,
senior circuit.
Senior circuit.
Well, they're the original. They're the original.
I know.
So, not that they're out of shape or anything.
No.
But and then the Dodgers stretching their lead out in the NL West. Although they've lost 7 straight, that's pretty crazy. They've got a 7.5 game lead in the NL West. They've lost 7 straight in the process.
Wow.
Looking at the wild card for the National League, so the Dodgers, Brewers, and Braves are the division winners right now. The Cubs look like they're soundly in the driver's seat wild card wise. They are 6 games up. Meanwhile, there's a tie for the last wild card spot. Diamondbacks and Phillies are both in as of right now. The Padres are 2 games back. Kevin's Cardinals only 3.5 games back. They're sitting right at 500, 58 and 58. The Marlins and the Reds, Marlins 4 games back, Reds 5 games back. Pirates and Nationals still outside shot, 5.5 games back from that last wild card spot. So things are starting to get interesting, getting a little dicey as we round out the season for baseball, as we start heading down towards the dog days of summer, and as we prepare for that last playoff push. So, any other news and notes you guys have from baseball or anything else?
When you get swept at home by the Mets, it's time to start thinking about next season. That's Cleveland right now. You got swept at home by the Mets. Let's start. I know they traded for a middle reliever and a bat. They're trying to. I guess they're trying to show that they're usually sell. Well, I shouldn't say that. They want to show their friend we're buyers. We're trying to do something, but it's just.
See if I can show this. I don't know how coordinated I am. Just to give you folks some new. Kevin is reporting on site. He just passed him across the Georgia state line, so he is.
Hey, what is Red's song?
Georgia.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin, safe travels. Glad you made it to the state of Georgia. Enjoy your trip this weekend, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in. On behalf of the KTC Broadcasting family, everybody here, Tom, Will, Ken, and JP, thanks for sticking in. Tune in this next weekend for the American Legion World Series taking place, Veterans Field, Keeter Stadium. We look forward to you tuning in, listening to us. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care. We're out.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do when you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets.